I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Happy Wednesday, or happy Thursday, my bad. Happy Thursday afternoon. Hope my sound is okay for everyone watching out there. Joe, if my sound is good, then yeah, we should all be good for today. And what's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Nice sunny day out here in New Jersey, and ready for a nice day and a fun game about to happen with the Mets playing the Guardians today. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's have a great game. So far in the series, the Mets have won the past two games. On Tuesday night they beat the Guardians. Final score of that game was 6-2, and last night they beat the Guardians. Final score was 6-5. So today they're going for the sweep in Cleveland for the first time in I think forever. I don't think they've ever swept the Guardians in Cleveland. So hopefully today they can do that for the first time. And without further ado, let me give you guys the lineups for today. Okay, here is the Mets lineup for today. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Francisco Lindor. Batting second, playing third base, is Bo Bichette. Batting third, playing center field, is Luis Robert Jr. Batting cleanup, playing right field, is Carson Benj. Batting fifth, DHing today, is Francisco Alvarez. Batting sixth, playing second base, is Marcus Semien. Batting seventh, playing first base, is Eric Wagaman. Batting eighth, catching, is Luis Torrens. And batting ninth, playing left field, is Christian Pache. So that lineup does look a little bit different, and I'll get to that in a second, right after I do the Guardians lineup. Oh wait, yeah, who's pitching today? Well, you guys might be asking who's pitching today for the Mets. Well, on the mound today is Mr. Nolan Nasty McLean is on the mound today, as the Mets go for the sweep over the Guardians. Here is the Cleveland Guardians lineup. Batting first, leading off, DHing, is Travis Bazzana. Batting second, playing right field, is Chase DeLauder. Batting third, playing third base, is Jose Ramirez, back in the lineup after 2 games of not playing. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Nathaniel Lowe. Batting fifth, playing left field, is Angel Martinez. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, is Brian Rocchio. Batting seventh, playing center field, is Petey Halpin. Batting eighth, catching, is Patrick Bailey. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Angel Heynau, the Guardians' new prospect that just got called up last night, who had a 4-hit game for the Guardians. And on the mound, starting for Cleveland, is the new guy, Foster Griffin, who just came over from a trade with the Washington Nationals. The Guardians acquired Griffin in a trade during the trade deadline on Monday, so today he is making his first career start as a Cleveland Guardian, so we'll see how it fares out. But back to the Mets. So obviously some changes have happened, the past few days. The trade deadline, if you guys are not aware of, or if you guys don't follow the Mets, or if you guys are not aware, the Mets did sell a lot of guys at the trade deadline. They traded a lot of key pieces away. They traded away Huascar Brazoban to the White Sox, Luke Weaver to the Pirates. They traded Clay Holmes and Tyrone Taylor to the Cubs. They traded Brooks Raley to the Phillies, AJ Minter to the Twins. So yeah, I mean, a lot of different names on this new roster now post trade deadline. So far they're 2-0. So hey, I can't complain. So far they're 2-0. Hopefully they can make it 3-0 after today, if they win today against the Guardians. So yeah, hopefully today they can win. They can get the sweep, and I'm liking this new look roster so far. Obviously, getting some younger guys a chance to play. Obviously, the whole bullpen is pretty much different. Besides Devin Williams, he's pretty much the only guy that's still on the roster in the bullpen that didn't get traded. So he is still here, but everyone else is pretty much new. If you guys saw last night, Jeffrey Yan came in. He's an electric reliever who is a very, very passionate guy. He loves to do his dance moves after he gets a strikeout. last night it was very entertaining to watch him. He was in a bases loaded situation and then he got out of it, so very happy to see that. Love the way Jeffrey Yon worked out of that inning. The bullpen last night was stellar. The bullpen was great. I mean, guys like Daniel Duarte has stepped up. Of course, Jeffrey Yon. Nate Lavender, congrats to him on his first career strikeout on Tuesday night. And yeah, the bullpen has just been great all season long, even with guys like Minter, Raley, Weaver, Williams before they got traded. Those guys have been Brosabon, they've been really solid. And hopefully now, still after the trade deadline, hopefully those guys can stay in solid form and hopefully they can propel the Mets to some more wins. Obviously, the offense has to do that. The offense has to do their job. The pitching has to do their job. The defense has to be there. But yeah, things right now are looking bright. I think the future is bright for this team, no matter of how they finish this season. Obviously, it's been a terrible season so far. More downs than ups, but the future is definitely bright. I hope that they can find some momentum going into September and then finish out the season strong. Obviously, the playoffs right now are a long shot. I don't know about playoffs, but as long as they finish strong and they start to turn the corner a little bit, and I'm turning the corner. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but if they do start turning the corner, that'll be great to see going into next year. And yeah, we'll go from there. But welcome on in, everyone. Please like and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment and NY Mania. So we got some great shows coming up. After this game today, I'll be introducing a new show called Jason and his Mets, or Met Extra, whatever you want to call it. I'll be talking about the team, talking about the future of the team, talking about guys who could be dealt this offseason, guys that maybe the Mets can sign. We'll see what happens with that. But I'll be touching all of those topics. Appreciate everyone for the support. Everyone here does a great job. Nathan, Evan, Chef Nick, Sean Browning, everyone here does a great job. Speaking of Sean, there he is. Hey, what's going on, Sean? How are you, Sean? Sean does a great job on his History channel with Charles. They talk about the history of the Yankees, and they do a great job, so make sure to check that out. Some other promotions, guys. Tonight, Evan and Chef Nick will have the call of the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox game on NY Mania, so go check that out. They'll be doing that game because it impacts the Yankees a lot. Right now, the Red Sox are on a surge, and right now they're coming for the division. They're coming for the wild card. So check them out tonight at 7:10 p.m. Evan and Chef Nick will have the call of that game. Also, we have a very special interview on Monday with Luis Sojo, the ex-Yankee pitcher, the former Yankee pitcher who pitched in the World Series. Actually, against the Mets, he actually won the Yankees the World Series. Hate to say it, but it's true. So check out that interview Monday afternoon. I believe it's at 4 p.m. on NY Mania, so check that out. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that, Sean. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Sean. But yeah, no, I mean, check out the interview on Monday afternoon. Joe will be interviewing Luis Sojo, the ex-Yankee pitcher, on Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. So make sure to check that out. I actually just got back from an event with Evan and Nathan. We were at a ShopRite, Morristown ShopRite here in New Jersey. We went to go meet Mariano Rivera. We got to take pictures with Mo and got to meet him, so that was nice. Thank you. Shout out to Nathan for that. Sean says Soho was our. Oh, okay, my bad, Sean. He was the infielder. I don't know why I thought he was a pitcher, but infielder. All right, my bad about that. But yeah, no, it was a great morning. We got to take pictures with Mariano Rivera. We got his new hot sauce, so that was nice. Shout out to Mariano Rivera and his new hot sauce. I actually tried it. It tastes pretty good. So yeah, but welcome on in, everyone. Mets fans, Guardians fans, Yankees fans, whatever you're a fan of, welcome on in. And let's get ready for a good game here. First pitch is about to be underway. 1:10 p.m. in Cleveland. All right, here we go. Foster Griffin's first pitch to Lindor is a called strike, and we are underway today in Cleveland. Lindor leading off today for the Mets wearing their blue road jerseys. Guardians in their white home uniforms. The 0-1 pitch to Lindor is a ground ball foul outside of third. The count is now 0-2. Lindor has been struggling in this series, 0 for 10 with 6 strikeouts. Not his best series as he returns back to Cleveland. Hey, Evan. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by, Evan. The 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. So 1-2-3 and Lindor wastes no time and he strikes out on 3 pitches. A very non-competitive at bat. Oh, God. All right. Well, there's one away. Got the key hit in game 5. Okay. Gotcha, Sean. Gotcha. Yep. Got to run errands before work. Nice. Hope you enjoy your errands and have a great day at work. First pitch to Bo Bichette is a foul ball. Into the netting, it is 0-1. Bo this season is hitting .256 with 11 home runs, 55 RBIs. Last night he had a extra inning double. 0-1 pitch. That one caught the outside corner for a called strike 2. It is now 0-2. So Griffin coming out throwing strikes today against his old NL East rival team. The 0-2 pitch inside. 94 mile per hour fastball ran inside. It is now 1-2 on Bichette. Foster Griffin from Orlando, Florida. The Royals' first round pick in 2014. The 1-2 pitch to Bo is a pop-up foul territory that will get out of play. Count remains 1-2 and we'll do it again. So, 7 pitches so far for Foster Griffin on the day. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. Just getting underway in Cleveland. Final game of a 3-game set. 1-2 count on Bo Bichette. The 1-2 pitch struck him out swing, got him to chase a outside changeup. So just like that, there are 2 away, with Foster Griffin carrying Lindor and Bichette so far. Not a very good start for the Mets offense. Hopefully that changes. So 2 outs, nobody on base. That'll bring up Luis Robert. First pitch to Robert, called strike 1. The count is 0-1. Count is 0-1 on Luis Robert. Hitting 189 so far this season. 0-1 pitch. Just got a piece of that one. Fouls it away. 0-2. Also, sorry guys if my volume is a little low. I'll turn it up after the inning. I will turn up my volume. Try to fix that for you guys. My apologies on that. I didn't know my settings. My volume was so low, but I'll try to turn it up when I get a chance after the top of the first. 0-2 pitch to Robert is down low. 1-2. 1-2 count on Robert. Top of the first, 2 outs, nobody on base. 11 pitches so far thrown by Foster Griffin today. The 1-2 pitch. Griffin kicks and deals. That one just missed outside. Count is now 2-2. Griffin tried a slider that time that just missed on the outside corner. 2-2 count. Robert pitch. Ground ball through the left side of the infield for a base hit. So Robert gets the Mets their first hit of the day. And now they have a runner on first with 2 outs. So a good piece of hitting there by Robert. Going to the pull side. Getting it through the shortstop and the third baseman. So there we go. First hit of the day. Here is Carson Benj up to bat. Benj had a big day yesterday. First pitch to Benj is a foul ball. 0-1. Benj last night, he hit a home run to put the Mets up 4-3. So that was clutch right there. He's hitting .263 so far on the season. 13 home runs. A very key piece of the Mets' future is up right here. 0-1 pitch inside. 93 mile per hour fastball. 1-1. 1-1 on Benj in the top of the first. Griffin so far with 15 pitches. The 1-1 pitch. Griffin kicks and fires. That one is a called strike. That missed a little bit inside, but the ump called it a strike. So it is a 1-2 count now on bench. Mets gotta be better with their challenges. They gotta challenge it whenever they don't think it was the right call. But the 1-2 pitch, that one missed upstairs. Bench did not swing. Count goes to 2-2. 2-2. Griffin so far with 17 pitches. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging at a slider. So Foster Griffin K's aside. And we'll go to the bottom of the first where Nolan McLean will take the bump. Alright, let me see if I can get my settings up here. Work on the sound. Again, guys, let me know if my sound is a little bit low. I apologize for that. Let me know if my volume is a little bit low or you guys can hear me just fine. I would appreciate that. It says it's at 80. My volume should be at 82 right now. I don't know why it would be low, but not very sure. Alright. Am I better now, guys? Please let me know if I'm better now. You're probably thinking you were better now, yeah. Yep, let me know, guys, if my sound is better or if I still need to put it up a little bit more. Yep, appreciate you guys popping in. Sean, Evan. Hopefully we get a bigger crowd. Alright, bottom of the first. Guardians about to come up here against Nolan McLean. McLean this season with a 3.29 ERA, 96 hits, 45 walks. First pitch to Bazana is a fly ball into left field. Pache ranging over. Makes the catch, one away. One pitch and one away in the bottom of the first. Last night, Pache actually dropped the ball in left field in the bottom of the 8th inning. Thankfully, the Guardians did not score another run to add on to that lead, or else the Mets would have lost. But thankfully, last night, they were able to get out of that inning. Shout out to Chase McDermott for that. Here is Nathaniel Chase DeLauder up to bat. First pitch is outside, 1-0. 1-0 on Chase DeLauder, who is hitting .276 this season. 1-0 pitch, fastball runs outside. It is now 2-0. Evan, I did turn up my sound. I turned up my sound already. I don't know if it's better now, but I mean, my sound right now is at 82. I don't know what else to do. 2-0 pitch, called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. I did turn up my sound already, Evan, on settings. I don't know what else you want me to do. Tried everything. The 2-1 pitch, outside, 3-1. McLean coming out, throwing 96 on the gun, trying to locate that fastball. On deck is Jose Ramirez, the dangerous hitter. 3-1 pitch is high for ball 4, but Terens is going to challenge it. Thought that caught the zone right there. Let's see what ABS says in that. Oh, that one just missed. Oh my God. That one just missed. So that is a walk-in ball 4. Ball 4 to DeLauder. He takes his base. Guardians have now a runner on first with 1 out. Up to bat is Jose Ramirez now. His first appearance of this series at bat. Hitting .233 on the season. First pitch to Ramirez. A little bit low, 1-0. That was 97 from McLean that time. Ramirez with 10 home runs, 35 RBIs so far this year. The 1-0 pitch to Ramirez. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Another 97-mile-per-hour fastball right there from McLean. 1-1 pitch, McLean deals. Fouled away by Ramirez, 1-2. 9 pitches so far for Noah McLean in this first inning. Again, guys, please let me know if my sound is better now. The 1-2 pitch to Ramirez is upstairs, 2-2 now. McLean trying to locate that fastball in the zone so that he can put away these hitters in a timely fashion without having to throw many extra pitches out there. The 2-2 pitch, McLean deals. That one just missed again. 3-2 now on Ramirez. As McLean keeps trying to locate that running outside fastball. See if he can get Ramirez to chase maybe a curveball down here. We'll see. 3-2 pitch. Outside for ball 4, and he walks Ramirez. That one also just missed. So, McLean back-to-back walks. Guardians are set up with first and second and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. This is what you have to avoid if you're McLean. You got to avoid walking guys. You got to avoid giving guys free passes, or else it might come back to bite you. Hopefully, it doesn't come back him to bite. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite him right now. But just saying, like for future reference, you know, that kind of stuff. Always got to be aware of everything that's going on in a certain situation. Here's Nathaniel Lowe up to bat, the new Guardian. Lowe takes that one up and away for ball 1, 1-0. So McLean's got to settle down here and start throwing some strikes. That would be nice. Lowe is hitting .266 on the season. 1-0 pitch. That one just missed outside. Torrens is going to challenge it. That should be a strike. Should be a strike. We'll see what ABS says. And that is a strike, so it is now 1-1. I guess the umpire doesn't like giving the outside corner, but that was clearly a strike. Umpire missed that one. 1-1 now on Low. Evan, let me know if my sound is better. I did turn up my volume. Please let me know if it's better. 1-1 pitch. Fouled away by Lowe to the backstop. 1-2. Lowe coming over from the Reds at the trade deadline, adding some power to the Guardians lineup. 1-2 on Lowe. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul outside of first. We will do the 1-2 pitch again. Again, everyone, please like and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment. Greatly appreciate that. Also, NY Yankee Mania. Do great stuff over here. The 1-2 pitch. Line, that's going to be a base hit into left field. And the Guardians now have bases loaded with 1 out. Good piece of hitting there by Nathaniel Lowe. So McLean walking back-to-back batters, and then allows a base hit right there. So the Guardians are set up. This is why you cannot walk back-to-back batters, or else you're going to be forced into a situation like this. So, hopefully McLean can get out of this, maybe with a double play or a strikeout right here. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But McLean's got to do a better job of locating his pitches. Hopefully he can get a nice double play ball right here. Andy Green, of course, the interim Mets manager, taking over for Carlos Mendoza. Green so far has been doing a nice job with this team. Obviously, he won't be the manager. He won't be the manager next year, but But yeah. First pitch to Martinez's line. That's going to be a base hit into center field. 1 run will score, and Ramirez will score, so that will be a 2-run single for Martinez. Guardians lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first. So that's pretty much the point there. You know, McLean got himself into trouble, and then a first pitch fastball over the middle of the plate didn't do him any good there, and the Guardians take advantage. So just like that, it is 2-0 Cleveland. Rough first inning for McLean. Hope he can get out of it without allowing any more damage, allowing any more runs to score. First and second and 1 out now for Cleveland. Here is Rocchio. First pitch called strike, 0-1. Rocchio is hitting .257 so far on the season with 9 home runs, 50 RBIs. Nice player for the Guardians. 0-1 pitch is fouled back. It is now 0-2 on Rocchio. Oh and 2 count. 20 pitches so far for McLean in this first inning. 0-2 pitch. Down low. He missed with a curveball. 1-2. 1-2 count on Rocchio. Hopefully my sound is better now. I turned on my sound. Hopefully it's all better. Hopefully you guys can hear me without turning up your volume that loud. The 1-2 pitch just missed inside, is now 2-2. McLean trying to nibble the zone. Umpire's not calling it, so you gotta do a better job of commanding the zone without the umpire questioning the call there. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase a fastball upstairs. McLean's first strikeout of the day, and there are 2 away in the bottom of the first. So it's all about just limiting the damage. Just limit the damage here, don't allow any more runs, and hopefully the offense can get up there and score some runs for you. Here is Halpin up to bat. First pitch to Halpin is a looper. That will fall for a base hit. Pache gets it in. Lowe will stop at third, so the Guardians now have the bases loaded again with 2 outs. So P.D. Halpin there with a single into left field. Good job by Pache to get it in quick before Lowe could score. McLean's gotta get out of this inning. He's gotta get out of the inning without allowing any more runs. It's already been a rough first inning enough. All right, here is Patrick Bailey up to bat, the former San Francisco Giant. First pitch is outside, 1-0 on Patrick Bailey, who is hitting .198 with 6 home runs and 23 RBIs on the season. The 1-0 pitch, that is a fly ball into right field, not very deep. Benj makes the play, makes the catch, and that will do it for the bottom of the first. Guardians score 2 on an RBI single from Angel Martinez. But that is all, so it is 2-0 Cleveland going to the top of the second inning. So hopefully now the Mets can get their bats going and they could score some runs to answer that. But appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Again, Evan and Chef Nick will have the call of the White Sox-Red Sox game tonight on NY Mania, so check that out at 7:10 p.m. That is a very important game for the Yankees' sake, as the Red Sox right now are only 1 game back of second place and the second place wild card standings. Red Sox are 1 game back, so they have a chance to take over the wild card. If they win tonight, they'll be half game back of the Yanks for second place and a half game back of them for the first wild card. So we'll see what happens. But make sure to check out Evan and Chef Nick tonight for that call. They always do a great job, so check them out. Again, the interview on Monday afternoon with Luis Sojo, the former Yankee infielder. Check that out. interview Monday at 4 p.m. on NY Mania with Joe. Much looking forward to that interview. Thank you to Nathan and his guests for booking all those. Nathan and his team for booking all those guests. You know, they do a great job of booking guests for this show for both channels, and you know, everyone does a great job interviewing them. So make sure to check that out. That's why you gotta like and subscribe so that you don't miss any interviews, any play-by-plays, any cooking shows, whatever we do on these channels. This is all for you guys. So, all right, top of the second inning, Alvarez will lead off. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1 on Alvarez. 251 average so far this year, 12 home runs and 27 RBIs for Francisco. 0-1 pitch, fly ball into right field. That will be caught by the right fielder Halpin. DeLauder. DeLauder makes the catch in right field. Nice running catch, one away. One away in the top of the second inning. So one out. I'll bring up Marcus Semien. First pitch to Semien is a called strike, 0-1. Marcus is hitting .208 with 12 home runs, 35 RBIs so far on the season. The 0-1 pitch, Griffin deals outside, 1-1. 1-1 on Marcus Semien. The 1-1 pitch is inside, now 2-1. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch to Semien. Hit in the air, deep left field, going back, and that ball is gone. I think it is gone. Up at the top of the wall, that is, I believe it is. What's the call? That is gone. Yep, a home run for Marcus Semien. He puts the Mets on the board, his 13th home run of the year. And it is now a 2-1 game in Cleveland. Nice piece of hitting there by Semien going to left center field. Just got the ball over that big fence in left field. Similar to the Green Monster, but not as tall as that. That ball did, in fact, that hit one of those chairs, one of those seats in left field. So, home run. Wagaman is up, and he lines a base hit into center field. Eric Wagaman with a hit. 1 out single, and the Mets now have a runner on first with 1 out. So there we go. The offense quickly picking up Noel McLean. We are now in business in the top of the second inning. Top of the second, runner on first, 1 out. Here is Luis Torrens up to bat. Thank God the Mets did not trade Torrens. Very happy about that. First pitch to Luis, called strike, 0-1. 92-mile-per-hour fastball that time by Griffin. Torrens is hitting .229 with 3 home runs and 24 RBIs on the season. The 0-1 pitch to Luis. Fly ball, right field, going back is DeLauder. At the track of the wall, it is gone! A home run for Luis Torrens. And the Mets now lead 3-2. What a way to respond. After McLean gives up 2 runs in the bottom of the first, Semien and Torrens both hit home runs, and the Mets now have a 3-2 lead in the top of the second. How about that? Wow. Luis Torrens, this is why you do not trade the man. That is why you do not trade Luis Torrens. Thankfully, the Mets did not trade him. The one thing I'll give David Stearns credit for is not trading Luis Torrens. And now he's on fire, so good to see that. The Mets now have a 3-2 lead. Here is Christian Pache up to bat. Just got called up from AAA. First pitch to Pache is outside, 1-0. Torrens going opposite field, loves to hit the ball to right field. He just got that one over the right field fence. The 1-0 pitch to Pache, called strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. This is Pache's first at-bat of the season, as he just got called up from AAA, taking the replacement of Tyrone Taylor. 1-1 pitch is fouled away. Good cut at that slider there. 1-2. So Pache in AAA was hitting .232 with 5 home runs and 41 RBIs. Not terrible. A guy that can fit the void until the off season, until the season's over. 1-2 pitch called strike 3. Nice pitch there by Griffin. 2 away in the top of the second inning. 2 away. Again, guys, if you are just joining, the Mets now have a 3-2 lead, thanks to Marcus Semien and Luis Torrens hitting home runs in the top of the second, after McLean gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Here is Lindor up to bat. Lindor is 0 for 1. First pitch called strike 0-1. But nice to see Lindor have a competitive at bat right here, instead of just striking out on 3 pitches. 0-1 incoming. The pitch is fouled off. 0-2. 0-2 on Lindor. 33 pitches so far for Foster Griffin in this game so far. The 0-2 pitch, Griffin sets and fires outside. 1-2. The 1-2 on Lindor, making his second return to Cleveland since he got traded in 2020. 1-2 pitch is outside again, so it is now 2-2 on Lindor. Griffin keeps trying that changeup that misses outside. The 2-2. Griffin sets, kicks the leg and deals. Pitch just misses down low. Fastball just missed below the knees. It is now 3-2 on Lindor. 36 pitches so far for Foster Griffin. Good job by the Mets making him work in the second inning. 3-2 pitch. That is popped up. Will that stay in play? That will not. That will go out of play and foul behind the plate. Still 3-2. Still 3-2. Top second, 2 outs, nobody on. Mets up 3-2. The 3-2 pitch, fly ball into right center, not very deep. Coming on and making the catch is DeLauder. That will do it for the top half of the second, but not before the Mets lead. Mets get 3 runs on a solo shot by Marcus Semien and then a 2-run shot by Luis Torrens. So now the Mets lead 3-2, and we will go to the bottom of the second. And after the top of the third, I'll give you guys a scoreboard update. We got a lot of afternoon games going on around the league today, so I'll give you guys an update on all those games going on right now after the top of the third. Due up for the Guardians is Haynell, Bazana, and DeLauder. So hopefully McLean can bounce back and have a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second. But again, like I said, great at-bats by Semien, Torrens. They got pitches to hit, and they took advantage of it. That's what you like to see. So kudos to them. Hopefully now McLean can go out there and dominate, and Mets can get the sweep. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So, again, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment and NY Yankee Mania. So, we will have a lot more shows coming up. Interviews, play-by-plays, Evan, Shefnick, Joe, Nathan, Sean, everyone. Johnny Salami, everybody. So stay tuned for that. Evan and Shefnick will call the White Sox-Red Sox game tonight. 7:10 p.m. on NY Yankee Mania, so check that out. They do a great job with their play-by-plays. And yeah, so stay tuned for all that good stuff. And right after this, right after the game is over, I'll have a Met Extra show. I'll be starting on this channel. It'll be weekly. I'll be starting this new show, talking about the Mets and all that good stuff. All right. First pitch to Hey Now, the Guardians prospect, just got called up. Is a called strike 0-1. Last night, he was the first Guardians player to have 4 hits in his debut game. 0-1 pitch is fouled away towards the Mets dugout, 0-2. So Angel Hey Now is 22 years old from the Dominican Republic. He was the Guardians' number 2 ranked prospect. 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. McLean misses with that curveball. McLean right now with 29 pitches. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That is a nasty curveball by McLean. Hey Now says, hey bye, goodbye. 1 away in the bottom of the 2nd inning. McLean's 2nd strikeout of the day. That is nasty. That's got a lot of vertical movements on it. No one can hit that pitch. Maybe if you're an AI chatbot, maybe you can. The first pitch to Bazana is upstairs, 1-0. Bazana is 0 for 1 today with a flyout in the 1st inning. The 1-0 pitch that is fouled away, 1-1. Hey, Dax Anderson. What's up, Dax? Hey, fellas, good to see you all. Good to see you, Dax. Thank you for stopping by. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball that was just foul outside of first. What's up, Dax? Great job on your wrestling show. Great job with Joe the other day on the wrestling show for SummerSlam. You guys do a great job with that. Thank you for stopping by, Dax. Hope the family's good. 1-2 pitch to Bazana, outside, 2-2. But yes, thank you guys all for stopping by. Sean, Evan, Dax. Good to see everyone. Steven Vogt in his 3rd season as Guardians manager. 2-2 pitch, misses down low. It is now 3-2 on Bazana. Steven Vogt, the 2-time AL manager of the year. Does he really deserve it? No. 3-2 pitch, outside, so McLean walks Bazana on a 3-2 pitch. That will put a runner on first with 1 out. So McLean looking a little bit wild so far today. His fastball is running too much off the plate, running outside. He's got to do a better job of locating that. But other than that, he's doing an okay job so far. Just got to get out of the inning. Here is Chase DeLauder up to bat. He had a walk in the 1st inning. First pitch is a called strike, top of the zone, 0-1. Chase DeLauder, beginning of the season, he was very hot for the Guardians. He hit like 5 home runs in 4 games to begin this season. The 0-1 pitch on the way. McLean checks back at first. Bazana is back. Count is still 0-1. Mets up 3-2 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Runner on first with 1 out for the Guardians. 0-1 pitch is high. Going second base is Bazana, and he makes it there safely. He steals second base. So the count is now 1-1, as that was a ball upstairs. 1-1 on DeLauder, with now Bazana at second base. High throw right there from Terrence. The 1-1 pitch, nice curveball there by McLean, or slider, whatever that was. Caught the zone, 1-2. 1-2 now on DeLauder. The 1-2 pitch. McLean fires. The pitch is a check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 3. So Chase DeLauder strikes out. And now there are 2 away in the bottom of the 2nd. McLean's 3rd strikeout of the game. Nice pitch there by McLean to get DeLauder swinging at that. Here is Jose Ramirez up to bat. He has a walk and a run. Scored a run in the 1st inning. First pitch to Ramirez. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Hey, Nissen. What's up, Nissen? How's it going?
Good. What's up, everyone? Let's get it.
The 0-1 pitch to Ramirez. Outside, 1-1.
Evan coming to the rescue to fix the volume.
Is it all good now? Am I better?
It's a little low, but I think
Okay.
Evan's going to come and fix.
All right, yeah, because Joe was saying it was low when I was on. Oh, Chef Nick just came in. Okay.
Chef Nick? What's up, Chef Nick?
1-1 pitch just misses outside. 2-1 on Ramirez.
Okay.
Chef says, "I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass.
Yeah.
And I am all out of."
Chef Nick.
Good to see you, Chef. Good
Bang
to see
bang
you.
crew right here.
Yeah, well, 2-1 is swing and a miss. Good pitch by McLean. 2-2. Hey, what's up, George? How's it going?
What's up? Ooh.
So yes, everyone, we have a packed house now as Evan, Nissen, and George just walked in.
McLean got a mustache. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he grew a mustache.
Looks horrible.
2-2 pitch to Ramirez is a ground ball. Nice stop by Young. Throws the first and he got him out in time. Nice play by Jared Young. Or Eric Wagaman, excuse me. Eric Wagaman, nice play at first base. Mets lead 3-2 and we will go to the third inning. Nice stop by Wagaman, but thank you guys for stopping by today. Sean, Evan, Dax, Chef, thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Got more stuff to come tonight. Evan and Chef Nick will call the White Sox Red Sox game, so make sure to check that out at 7:10 p.m. We got interviews coming up, all that good stuff. Don't miss it. But yes, Mets lead 3-2 as we go to the third. Yes, Joe, the Yankee media maniacs. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Yep. Definitely. So, guys, if you are just joining, Terrenz hit a home run in the top of the second, as well as Marcus Simeon. That gave the Mets a 3-2 lead. Nolan McLean allowed 2 runs in the first, but bounced back with a nice second inning there. So now we'll see if the Mets offense can keep providing some runs. See if they can add on to the lead here. Try to get a sweep over the Guardians today. After the top of the third, I'll give you guys a scoreboard update. We've got some games going on right now around the MLB. Got some games going on. All right, getting back to action. Bo Bichette will lead off. First pitch to Bo is down low, 1-0.
Oh, you guys are getting to Foster Griffin today, huh?
Yep. Top of the first, they went down 1-2-3, but top of the second, they had a good inning. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. 2-0 on Bo Bichette. 40 pitches so far for Griffin today. The 2-0 pitch is fouled away, 2-1. Great play by Eric Wagaman to prevent a run from scoring in the bottom of the second inning. The 2-1 pitch is outside and high, 3-1. 3-1 count on Bo Bichette. Top of the third inning. The 3-1. Griffin sets and fires. That pitch just misses outside. So Bichette works a leadoff walk in the top of the third. Mets got a runner on first with nobody out. Hopefully they can take advantage of this opportunity right here. 43 pitches so far on the day for Griffin, making his first start for the Guardians after getting traded from the Nationals. Here is Luis Robert. First pitch to Robert is a ground ball to third. Ramirez goes to second for 1, on to first, and Robert is safe at first. He beat that out. So now there was one out. Runner on first base. Sound is much better now. All right, thank you, Joe.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
You
Yep.
brought the magic touch.
Yeah, you guys brought the magic touch. All right, here is Carson Benj. And TV froze. Hopefully we can get that back in a second. Oh man. TV is still frozen, and it was a strike, so it is 0-1. My bad about that. Carson Benj last night, as I said earlier, hit a home run to give the Mets the lead last night, 4-3. They went on to win that game last night in a wild fashion in extra innings. 0-1 pitch is a fly ball to center field, going back, and that ball is off the top of the wall. Robert rounding third. Is he going to score? He will score. Benj, is he going to go for 3? Benj has a triple, and the Mets lead 4-2. There we go. Carson Benj coming up clutch right there. The rookie sensation. Robert scores. Mets lead 4-2 in the top of the third. Center fielder Halpin tried to make a leaping catch, but could not get to that ball. Last night he made a great play on the warning track, robbing Jared Young of a extra base hit, but that time couldn't get to that one. Here is Alvarez up to bat. Francisco Alvarez, 0 for 1 today. First pitch is a called strike. Alvarez is going to challenge it. Good read by Robert, going halfway to second base. And then scoring on that ball off the wall.
Guys, hit that like and subscribe button.
Yes. You guys heard the man. Hit the like and subscribe.
And Jason is debuting his new show today, too.
Yes, I did announce that earlier. Yes, thank you very much for that.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I'll be talking about the Mets right after this game, about their season so far, the future, everything. So don't miss out on that.
Stay tuned for special guests potentially on that show.
Oh, yeah. 1-0 pitch to Alvarez is outside. It is now 2-0. But yes, you guys heard the man. Like, subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment and Yankee Mania as well. Everyone does a great job here, as always. 2-0 pitch, down the middle, called strike 1, 2-1. Sean says Mets scored. Oh my! Well, yeah, they scored 4 runs, Sean.
Oh, no.
Sean is he's out doing errands, but he's still following the game. Appreciate you, Sean. Griffin about to throw his 50th pitch of the game. The 2-1 pitch inside on Alvarez, 3-1. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Griffin deals. Fouled away. Good hack by Alvarez there. 3-2. Again, the key here is to just make contact, put the ball in play. Don't go for a home run. You don't need it right now. Marcus Semien, however, does have a home run so far today. He is on deck. The 3-2 pitch is down low. Good at bat by Alvarez there. So now the Mets are set up with runners on first and third with 1 out. Joe says, if Nathan's still there, watch your refrigerator.
Yeah, you're crazy, Joe.
Oh, my. Yeah, Joe, I don't think he won't be eating much. I mean, we'll give him some food if he wants, but not a lot. Not as much as a French Bulldog.
Or Vinny Riccardi.
Or Vinny Riccardi, or Raj, yeah. Any one of those losers. First pitch to Semien is outside, 1-0. Hey, Victor. What's going on, Victor?
Oh, wow.
He says, hey, Jason just stopped by to show some support and love. Great job. Thank you, Victor.
Let's go.
Awesome job as well on your channel. You do a great job as well. 1-0 pitch, called strike. Semien is going to challenge it. He thought that was outside. And Semien wins the challenge. That ball is outside. 2-0 now on Marcus. But yes, thank you very much, Victor, for stopping by. Keep kicking ass on your channel as well. Great job with the World Cup. You did a great job with that. 2-0 pitch is down low, 3-0. 3-0 count on Marcus Simeon here in the top of the third. The 3-0 pitch. Oh, that one is hit deep to left field, going back, and Martinez will make the catch.
I thought that was.
Yeah, I thought that was hit a lot further. Benj is going to score on the sac fly, so hey, that does score a run. I'll take it. 5-2. 5-2 now.
Wow.
Mets lead. Joe says, tell Nathan I'm still waiting for Indian delicacies by the time I get. The Yankees will win that 30th championship.
We got some Moe's hot
Oh
sauce.
yeah, got some Moe's hot sauce.
Guys, I would
Yeah.
love to promote the Mariano Rivera's Moe's Heat Sauce. Go check it out. It's on the website, moheatsauce.com. We had a great event with Mariano today. One of the best closers in the game of baseball to ever play. What a great guy. He's an amazing guy. So shout out to Mo for the amazing event today at ShopRite.
Yes, definitely. I did tell them about that earlier. It was a great event. Again, Nathan, thank you very much for inviting us to that.
Yeah, no problem.
0-1 pitch to Wagaman is fouled back.
And
0-2.
tomorrow will be with Luis Soho.
Oh yeah,
And then he's coming
Luis
on
Soho,
Joe's
yep.
show tomorrow, which my team and I booked
yep,
at 4 p.m.
that's right. Victor says hello, Nathan.
What's up, Victor?
Oh yes, Angus does a great job as well with the World Cup.
Angus.
0-2 pitch is down low. 1-2 on Wagaman.
Angus Burger. Yeah, what time is it?
Count is 1-2 on Eric Wagaman. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. It is now 2-2. Again, the Mets making Griffin work. He's already at 60 pitches in the top of the third. 5-2 Mets lead. Yep, Sean says great job, Victor, of the World Cup. Definitely. Victor did a great job. Wagaman calls timeout. Maybe that World Series sauce will help the Yankees take the water out of their backside and they can hit the ball. The 2-2 pitch called strike 3. Wagaman strikes out looking. But not before the Mets get 2 extra runs. They lead 5-2 and we'll go to the bottom of the third. So, good job by the Mets that inning to score some runs off Foster Griffin. All right. Here is a scoreboard update for you guys. All right, scoreboard update. Mets lead 5-2 on the Guardians. Angels up 3-1 on the Orioles in the top of the 5th. A's and Reds tied 3-3, bottom of the 5th. Pirates and the Brewers are playing at 2:10. Blue Jays Cubs at 2:20. Tigers Mariners at 4:10. Nationals Phillies at 6:05 tonight. White Sox Red Sox, which you will hear on NY Mania with Evan and Chef Nick tonight. Marlins Braves at 7:15. Twins Royals at 7:30 on ESPN, and Padres Diamondbacks at 9:40 p.m. So that is your MLB schedule for today. Tomorrow we got a whole weekend of baseball starting tomorrow night. Today we got some nice games going on. Definitely looking forward to down the stretch baseball with a lot of you guys. Stay tuned for everything going on this channel as well as NY Yankee Mania. Make sure to like and subscribe to both channels. Sean says Joe needs to make the Yankees some pasta with Sunday sauce. Yep, exactly, Sean. Definitely. See you, Nathan.
See everyone in the chat.
See you guys. See you, Jason.
See you, George. Good to see you. But guys, there you heard it. Nathan and George bringing some good luck to the Mets right there. 5-2, bottom of the third. Pope bless meatballs. Yep, definitely, Victor. Definitely, yes. All right. First pitch to Nathaniel Lowe is outside, 1-0. McLean starting the bottom of the third inning with 46 pitches. Trying to work a quick 1-2-3 inning here. The 1-0 pitch is a little bit high, 2-0. 2-0 on Nathaniel Lowe, who was 1-for-1 with a single in the first inning. 2-0 pitch, down the middle, called strike one, 2-1. 2-1 on Nathaniel Lowe. What the hell was that? 2-1 pitch incoming to Lowe. Swung on and fouled back. It is now 2-2. 2-2 on Lowe. Former Red Sox, former National. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. McLean gets him to chase a low curveball there. Nice pitch by McLean, one away in the bottom of the third. McLean now has 3 strikeouts on the day. All right, here is Martinez up to bat. First pitch is inside, 1-0. Martinez had a 2-run single in the bottom of the first inning to give the Guardians a 2-0 lead. Yes, Charles does know his stuff, definitely. The 1-0 pitch, down low, he did not go around. 2-0 on Martinez now. 2-0 on Angel Martinez. McLean deals the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball into right center field. That ball will be caught by Luis Robert in right center. Nice ranging catch by Luis. 2 away in the bottom of the third. 53 pitches so far for McLean on the day. Mets up 5-2 in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Rocchio is a fly ball into right field. And Robert will range over to make the catch. So that will do it for the end of the third inning. Bottom of the third is complete. McLean gets a 1-2-3 inning, and the Mets still up 5-2 going to the fourth. Go into the fourth inning. So, good job by McLean there. Good job by him to work a scoreless inning. Hopefully now the Mets offense can take advantage and score more runs. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. He can come whenever he wants. I don't care.
He only came in because he has these stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine. No, I'm not on mute. All right, guys. So what? What'd you say?
Get back to the game. Come on. Hurry.
You know, it's like a guy that, you know, you try to get water from the guy and he ignores you. It's like that. All right, top of the fourth inning, Luis Torrens will lead off. First pitch was a foul ball. It is 0-1 on Torrens. Torrens already made his mark in this game with a home run. The 0-1 pitch is up high, 1-1. It's like the one that got away. It's like Howie Carpin and Danny Espinosa roasting me on Monday on the trade deadline show. 1-1 pitch is fouled away by Terens on the third base side. 1-2. Victor says the Yankees' day off is the same as if they were playing no offense. Oh wow, Victor. Yes, I mean, Evan can agree. Nathan and George can both agree. They can both agree on that. Definitely, I'm sure all Yankee fans can. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, so Terens strikes out to begin the fourth inning. 1 away. Last night, Noah Cameron against the Twins went 8 innings, only allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and struck out 9. He struck out 9 batters last night, Noah Cameron. Good outing for him last night. The Royals beat the Twins last night. First pitch to Pache is a swing and a miss. Good fastball by Griffin there, 0-1. Pache is 0-for-1 with the strikeout today. The 0-1 pitch is fouled away down the first base line, little dribbler. 0-2 now on Pache. Oh, yep. If anyone wants to join the Fantasy Football League with Victor, Evan, myself, and Chef Nick, anyone could enter. Just email Victor for a spot, and he will let you in. Definitely looking to our Fantasy Football draft, Victor. 0-2 pitch is upstairs, 1-2 now on Pache. Griffin so far with 68 pitches in the top of the fourth. The 1-2 pitch is down low, 2-2. Oh, look who's back. It's Jake. Hey, Jake, long time no see. How have you been? How have you been, my friend? 2-2 pitch to Pache is fly ball, fly down the right field line, and nice catch by Chase DeLauder. Runs into the fence and makes the catch, 2 away in the top of the fourth. But yes, what's up, Jake? Good to see you. Good to see you. The league's draft will be live on YouTube and Rumble. Nice, Victor. Very much looking forward to that. Gotta watch out. I'm a back-to-back fantasy football champion. You gotta watch out for me. Gotta watch out. Should be fun. Here is Lindor up to bat. First pitch is down low, 1-0. 1-0 on Lindor in the top of the fourth. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away, 1-1. Evan says, hope everyone is doing well. Yes, hope everyone is doing well. Appreciate the support so far, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already to the channel. The 1-1 pitch to Lindor is lined foul down the right field line. 1-2. Jake says, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? It's been a hot minute. I'm blocked on Mania. Lamo. I'm surprised I'm not blocked on this too. Oh, maybe Joe should listen and maybe unblock you. I don't know. The 1-2 pitch to Lindor. Long step by Griffin. And now he deals. It is upstairs, 2-2. But yes, Jake, hopefully you can get unblocked on Mania so that you can come back. And yeah, we really miss you very much. 2-2 pitch to Lindor is fouled away at the plate. So we'll do it again. Griffin has 75 pitches so far. Not very ergonomical, as Chef Nick says. Ergonomical. Not very ergonomical. The 2-2 pitch to Lindor is lined. That will be foul. Foul ball into the right field seats. Seats in foul territory. Let's do it again, shall we? Yeah, no, Jake, I'm good. Hope you are doing well yourself, and we want you back. You know, I've been wondering where you were. 2-2 pitch is down low, 3-2. So hopefully you can come back and get unblocked by Joe if he's listening. And you know, thank you for stopping by. You know, always appreciate your support. So thank you for stopping in. Full count on Lindor, top of the fourth. Mets up 5-2 with 2 outs and nobody on base. The 3-2 pitch. Line, that is going to be a base hit into left field. Good piece of hitting by Lindor. Gets his first hit of the day. Mets now have a runner on first with 2 outs. Victor says he sent us a link on Flea Flicker. I'm not sure what that is, Victor. I apologize. I'm not sure what Flea Flicker is. Is that an app? If that's an app, I'm gonna have to get the app. I don't have that app, so I'm gonna have to get it. I will work on that right after this game, Victor. Here is Bo Bichette up to bat. Pitch is called strike one, 0-1. Bichette is 0 for 1 today with a walk, hitting .255. The 0-1 pitch to Bichette is down low, 1-1. 1-1. 80 pitches so far on the day for Foster Griffin. Mets have been doing a very good job of making him work so far in this game. The 1-1 pitch is down low and inside, 2-1 on Bichette. Jake says, miss talking with you guys too. I've come to the conclusion that maybe Joe does. Oh, my. Well, he should like you. I mean, you never say anything that would hurt anyone's feelings, so you should be respected in all aspects. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 on Bichette. 2-2. Yeah, no, Jake. I mean, everyone should like you. I mean, you never said anything bad. So, 2-2 pitch is inside on Bichette. 3-2. Full count on Bo. Flea Flicker is a league's app. Hey, it was free. Oh, nice. Can't get anything for free these days, so thank God that's free at least. The 3-2 line. That's gonna be a base hit down the right field line. Lindor going to third. He will hold up at third base. Bichette has a 2-out double. Second and third now for the Mets with 2 outs. I love this piece of hitting right now the Mets are doing. I love this offense right now. They are clicking on all cylinders. Bichette, Lindor, Terens. Even Eric Wagaman had a base hit too. So good to see that. 84 pitches now for Griffin in the top of the fourth. I'm sure the Guardians will look to get someone up in their bullpen. But, yep, always appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Showing support, as always. Always love doing Mets games for you guys. It's been a while since I've done one, but now I'm back. And, even though they've sold and the trade deadline's over and the season's almost over, I'm still trying to do some more Mets games for you guys. Jake says, how do you feel about the Mets trade deadline? I'll answer that after the inning, Jake. First pitch to Robert is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Robert today is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss again, 0-2. Griffin going inside there on Robert twice in a row. .02 pitch. Inside, 1-2. Robert did not chase that inside cutter right there. One and two. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. And the water is right there to make the catch. That will do it for the top of the fourth. Mets still lead 5-2 going to the bottom of the fourth. So, Jake, to answer your question, how do you feel about the Mets trade deadline? I find it interesting that the Mets sold and are playing better than a lot of teams that bought at the deadline. Yeah. So I'm gonna touch on this later when I get to my Met Extra show after the game is over. But just a little preview now. I mean, it's been fun to watch them so far. 2-0 since the deadline. A lot of new guys coming in, a lot of young guys. Obviously, not the season that I've been hoping for, not the season that any Met fan has been hoping for so far, but hey, I mean, if they start winning now, then they win. As long as they start winning, better now than never. I wish all the guys luck. All the guys that we traded at the deadline, I wish them all luck in their new their new places now on their new teams, but it is what it is. Sometimes things just don't go how they should go, and that's okay. But they definitely are playing a lot better since the deadline. New bullpen guys have been bringing a lot of energy to the team. Um, Carson Benj and AJ Ewing, they keep doing their thing. So I think the future is bright for this team. I really do. I really think the future is bright. They just have to develop all the prospects in the organization without doing too much, if you know what I mean. Just stay consistent. Don't rush them. If they take their time, they take their time, and that's it. But yeah, everything is hopefully going to go in the Mets' way starting right now. I mean, right now they're playing well. So yeah, thank you for the question, Jake, as always. And Steve Gelbs is now doing the hot dog challenge at Progressive Field. He's trying the hot dog. He eats like Greg Zach out there. Better than Jay Dunn, better than being like Anne Frank. Victor says scoring, roster rules, everything. Okay. All right. First pitch to who's up for the Guardians? I think that is Halpin. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 55 pitches right now for McLean in the bottom of the fourth. The 0-1 pitch, fly ball that will get out of play, foul. 0-2. Victor says scoring, roster rules, everything is set to go. Honestly, it's a good app, easy to navigate. Have it's going to be fun. I can't even put the league name here. That's okay, Victor. Always appreciate you inviting us to your fantasy football leagues. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice fastball by McLean. One away in the bottom of the fourth. McLean now has 4 Ks on the day. McLean wastes no time to get Halpin swinging and missing. Swinging and missing. So Steve Gelbs rates that hot dog a 8 out of 10. Not bad. Better than the Cincinnati hot dog. First pitch is a called strike one to, not sure who that is. I'll get you guys that name in a sec. Maybe if SMY can show it, that'll be nice. 0-1 pitch is upstairs, 1-1. I believe it's Angel Henao. 1-1 on the new Guardians third baseman. Or no, not third baseman. I think second baseman. I don't know. The 1-1 pitch. No, Patrick Bailey is up. Excuse me. Patrick Bailey is up. That pitch is fouled away. 1-2 on Bailey. That pitch is fouled away, so 1-2. Okay, Steve Gelbs, that's enough. No more. 1-2 pitch is down low. 2-2 now on Bailey. I don't know who that other guy is on SNY, but he's holding a big thing of gravy sauce or whatever that is. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. It is now 3-2 on Patrick Bailey. Got to be careful to Bailey. He's got some power in that bat. Can't throw anything too over the zone to him or else he's going to take advantage of it. The 3-2 pitch. Calls! Strike 3. Got him looking at a fastball at the knees. 2 away. 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. All right, so Steve Gelbs, you can get out now. Thank you very much for your time. First pitch to Henao. Now he is up 1-0 as that pitch missed inside. He is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the second inning. 1-0 pitch. Little chopper over the middle. Lindor picks it up, fires to first, gets him out. Nice play by Lindor. Good fourth inning by Nolan McLean. 5-2 Mets lead. We will go to the fifth where Benj, Alvarez, and Simeon will come up. Yes, Victor. Oh, yeah. No, those helmets you designed, Victor, are great. I love those helmets that you designed for us. Thank you very much again for that. Again, me being a Jets fan, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I'm trying my best to navigate through that. Aaron Glenn, the head coach from Humboldt, Texas, he's doing an okay job so far in training camp. He's not very humble for a guy like that, even though he's from Humboldt. You would think he is humble, but he's not. He's more like like a cheese soda can on top of like a mountain, waiting to fall off Greg Zeck and Jay Dunn's ass. And then he waits for the guy to give him a water bottle, and then he doesn't even look your way. So what's the point of that? It's like a data coordinator. Hey, Nathan, the guy that was just at my house. What's up, Nathan? What's up, everyone? Let's go, Jason. Yep. Nathan, thanks again for the Mariano Rivera event. That was very fun this morning. Got to try his new hot sauce and got to take a picture with Mo, so that was very fun. Thank you again. Appreciate you always getting with the guests and inviting guests on here and booking events for us. And yeah. Victor says, but damn, your helmet should be the Jets helmet. Yep. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Victor. Yes. Evan says the Jets have one of the best helmets in the league. Facts, Evan. Thank you very much for that. I also like the Giants helmet as well. Giants should have a good season this year with Harbaugh in as head coach. Hopefully they can all stay healthy this year. But yes, again, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment. Don't miss tonight on NY Yankee Mania. Evan and Chef Nick will have the call of the White Sox and Red Sox game. That game is pivotal for the Red Sox and the Yankees and throughout the AL East and the AL as a whole, so don't miss out on that. 7:10 p.m. tonight, you can catch them over on Mania. And then tomorrow, we have Stephen Wright. Nathan booked Stephen Wright for the show tomorrow. So make sure to check out the interview as well at 4 p.m. Make sure to check that out. So yes, and then Luis Soho will also be coming on the show as well. So stay tuned for that interview as well. Matt Festa coming in now for the Guardians, the former Met. Matt Festa. Oh. He will face Carson Bench. First pitch is a little bit outside. Thought that should have been a strike, but umpire called it a ball. It is 1-0. It is 1-0 on Bench, who had an RBI triple in the third inning. The 1-0 pitch. That one is popped up, shallow center field. Halpin comes on and makes the catch, 1 away. 1 away in the top of the fifth. Here comes Francisco Alvarez up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Hopefully Alvarez can do some damage right here. We shall see what happens. First pitch to Alvarez. Fouled away. 0-1. 0-1 on Francisco Alvarez, a.k.a. F.A. Nope, not free agent, Francisco Alvarez, who did not get traded at the deadline. The 0-1 pitch to Alvarez, upstairs, 1-1. Obviously, Alvarez has been striking out a ton. He's got to try to not swing as much at those pitches in the top of the zone. 1-1 pitch is a little bit outside, 2-1. Festa wanted that call, but the umpire did not give it to him. That did miss outside, so Festa, you can go eat a big Italian dick and shut your mouth. Okay? The 2-1 pitch to Alvarez, inside. Alvarez had to back away from that one. 3-1. 3-1 on Francisco Alvarez. Festa kicks and deals. Pitch is a swing and a miss. What are you swinging at, Alvarez? That one almost hit you in the face. It is now 3-2. Yep, Alvarez, of course, going all or nothing. Of course, has no awareness of where the ball is at. Just swinging away. 3-2 pitch. That was a good take right there. Outside for ball 4. So Alvarez proved me wrong right there. Yep. They're doing a good job of being patient in this series off of the Guardians pitchers. Speaking of working good at bats, here's Marcus Semien with a home run today and a sac fly in the third inning, excuse me. So he is 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. First pitch to Semien is a called strike, 0-1. 0-1. Mets lead 5-2 in the top of the fifth. Runner on first with 1 out. 0-1 pitch to Semien is upstairs, 1-1. 1-1. Again, the Mets got to take advantage right here off of a weak reliever like Festa. They got to score as many runs as they can. 1-1 pitch is a called strike 1-2 now on Marcus Semien. 11 pitches in this inning for Matt Festa. The 1-2 pitch incoming to Semien is low in the dirt. 2-2. 2-2, and how does the data coordinator do? I see headlights, yeah. I'd rather see dash. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Shout out to Travis Holonix if you're watching from Trenton Thunder. Shout out to Matt from Trenton Thunder. Shout out to George, obviously. George was just here, but shout out to him anyway. Shout out to Caden. You're doing a great job as well. 2-2 pitch to Semien is a foul ball. That will get out of play. We'll do the 2-2 pitch once again. Shout out to Jay Dunn as well. Great scorekeeper guy. Shout out to Mike Warren, even though sometimes he doesn't answer emails. Shout out to him anyway. You know, his face looks like an unresponsive email, but that's okay. Maybe he can go get punched in the face next time. And then the ground screw guy, that he can go eat a piece of lemon. 2-2 pitch is a fair ball down the third base line. That'll go into the corner. Alvarez will make it to third base, sliding in safely. Semien has a one-out double in the top of the fifth. Marcus Semien having a great day at the plate. He is now 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. So he is only a triple and a single away from the cycle today. We will see if he can get that opportunity in the next 2 at-bats to do it. But yes. All right, so now the Mets are set up to get some more insurance runs in the top of the fifth. We will see if they can do so. Guardians are having a meeting at the mound right now. All right, so now here is Jared Young coming up to bat. Going up to pinch hit right now is Jared Young. 250 average with 7 home runs. First pitch to Young is a base hit into left field. Alvarez will score. Semien will stop at third. Jared Young coming through with a one-out single. And the Mets now have a 6-2 lead in the top of the fifth. That is called contact hitting right there. That is what you do, Jared Young. Nice job. The Canadian legend, Jared Young. Yes, Stephen Wright will join NY Mania show tomorrow with Chef Nick and Evan, so stay tuned for that. Come prepared with all of your questions and comments. And then Luis Soho on Monday afternoon at 4 p.m., guys. Here is Terens up to bat. First pitch to Terens is a called strike 0-1. Luis is 1 for 2 today with a 2-run home run in the second inning. Yes, Evan, Drew Jones as well. Yep. Drew Jones is also going to come on NY Mania as well. Nathan's guests are nothing but top notch and great people. So make sure to tune in, everyone. Make sure to tune in, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. Tonight is also the Hall of Fame game as well, so stay tuned for that. Hall of Fame game on NBC if you guys are interested in football. I know a lot of you are. 0-1 pitch to Terens is a swing and a miss, 0-2. Yes. Myself, Evan, Chef Nick, Joe, Nathan will all have a football show as well starting in September when the football season starts, so don't miss out on that with Dax Anderson. 0-2 pitch is inside 1-2. Shout out to Dax Anderson if you're watching. Hope you don't get suplexed and pinned to the ground by Chef Nick tomorrow. AKA Greg Zach and Benny the Bunny, and hope you don't get slammed into the ground by Bobby Lashley either. and Antonio, the guy that sits all the way on the right. The 1-2 pitch to Terens is upstairs, 2-2. This is called multitasking. Talking at once while calling the game. I'm not sure if some people can do that, but it's what we specialize here in NY Mania and World Sports Mania Entertainment. The 2-2 pitch to Terens is a fly ball. Right field coming on it is DeLauder. He makes the catch. Simeon is not going to try to tag. He will stay at third base. So now there are 2 outs. Yes, Zach Rochfeld. Yep. Zach Rochfeld, I'll be interviewing him on August 14th. A new Mets prospect. The Mets drafted him from Troy this past year in the draft, so stay tuned for that, everyone. He will be coming on the show next Friday, August 14th. So, yes, tune in for that one as well. A lot of great guests coming up. Nathan always does a great job with the guests, as always. Yes, welcome back, football. Absolutely. Football is back tonight, starting with the Cardinals and the Panthers tonight. Hall of Fame game. Carson Beck will make his first career NFL start, and we'll see how he does. And the preseason gets underway next week as well with some more games going on Thursday, Friday, the weekend. So football is back, guys. All right, here's AJ Ewing, the pinch hit. First pitch to Ewing is a chopper to third base. Ramirez gets him out at first. So that will do it for the top half of the 5th. The Mets do add on another run. Thanks to a Jared Young single, it is now 6-2. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Give you guys the do up. In the bottom of the 5th. Also, after the top of the 6th, I'll have another scoreboard update for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Coming up for the Guardians in the bottom of the 5th will be Travis Bazzana, Chase DeLauder, and Jose Ramirez. So 1, 2, 3. Blech. Yep. So McLean trying to stay dialed in, going to the bottom of the 5th, trying to work another 1, 2, 3 inning. We'll see if he can do that. Yep. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Nathan says, please stay tuned. Please tune into Jason's new Mets show after the game today. Yep, exactly. Thank you, Nathan, for promoting that. After today's game, guys, I will be having a new show called Met Extra Show. After the game is over, I'll be staying on live for about 30 minutes, talking about the Mets and their future, how the season has gone so far, the new prospects that are coming in, the trade deadline, everything. So don't miss it. It will be about 30 minutes long after this game is over, so approximately until 5 o'clock-ish whenever this game is over. Or around 4:30-ish, I would say, until the stream is over. So make sure to tune in, make sure to stay tuned, guys. Right after the game, I'll be having a Met Extra show. Again, appreciate you, Nathan, for promoting that. Like and subscribe to both channels, World Sports Mania Entertainment, NY Mania. Everyone does a great job here. Play-by-plays with Evan and Chef Nick and myself. Johnny Salami's been doing a great job. Nathan, George, Sean Browning, Charles. Shout out to Charles as well. Came on during the trade deadline show. Bottom of the 5th, guys. All right, Noel McLean pitching to Travis Bazzana. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch called strike 1, 1-1 on Bazzana now. So Ewing takes over in left field for Pache, and Young takes over for Wagaman at first base. Shout out to Wagaman for that great play he made in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-1 pitch to Bazzana is a foul ball. Behind home plate, 1-2. McLean now with 68 pitches on the day. 68 pitches for McLean. Bottom of the 5th. Working steadily right now. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Bazzana. Strike 3. Got him looking at a fastball that dotted the middle of the zone. 1 away. McLean now has 6 Ks on the day. So after a rough first inning, McLean has settled back in and now is dealing. Mustache McLean, Nasty Nolan from Oklahoma State. He was a Cowboy. Here is Chase DeLauder. The first pitch to DeLauder is a single into right field. So he wastes no time there. Guardians have a runner on first with one out. Again, Chase DeLauder, one of the Guardians' best hitters on the team. All right. Here is Jose Ramirez up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to Ramirez is inside, 1-0. 1-0 on Jose. Bottom of the fifth, the Mets lead 6-2. Runner on first with one out for the Guardians. 1-0 pitch stays outside. That curveball does not bend around the corner. It is now 2-0 on Ramirez. 72 pitches on the day with so far for Noel McLean. The 2-0 pitch to Ramirez is outside. It is now 3-0. This is where McLean has to make a little bit of an adjustment and get back into the zone. Losing a little bit of command right here. Hopefully he can get back to the command he had in the previous innings. 3-0 pitch is a called strike. 3-1 now on Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, a longtime Indian / Guardian. 3-1 pitch on the way. McLean deals. That pitch is hit to right field. Coming on, and that ball will drop in front of Carson Benj in right field. Going to second base is DeLauder, and now the Guardians are set up with first and second and one out. Benj is playing very deep right there in right field. Ramirez just got that one off the end of the bat and got a base hit out of it. So now McLean needs a double play or a strikeout. Just get in out either way. Get in out either way, McLean, and you'll be fine. Here is Nathaniel Lowe up to bat. Coming up with first and second and one out for the Guardians. First pitch to Lowe is outside, 1-0. McLean is missing away with that curveball now. Victor says, okay, name this Met 4 MLB teams, 2,951 games. Wow, Victor, I have no clue who that is. The 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0. Come on, McLean. Come on. No need to do this right now as going for a sweep today. No need to cause any drama, even though the Mets never make anything easy. He now has 77 pitches on the day. 2-0 pitch is inside, so it is now 3-0 on Lowe. Oh, man. This is not what you want to see from Noel McLean right now. He got the first out very easily, but now is struggling with his command once again, like he did in the first inning. The 3-0 pitch is down the middle for a called strike, 3-1. Yeah, Victor, I'll take a wild guess. Is it Mike Piazza? I'll take a wild guess. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. 3-1 pitch, line to right field, and that ball is out of here. Nathaniel Lowe hits a 3-run home run. So just like that, we have a 1-run game as the Guardians get 3 right back. It is now 6-5 in the bottom of the 5th. So that is not what you wanted to see right there from McLean. He left that fastball right over the plate. He left it right over the plate, and Lowe did damage with it. Line drive home run into the right field seats. 6-5, Mets lead. Bottom of the 5th. 1 out and nobody on. McLean with 80 pitches on the day. Trying to at least get through 5. See if he can make it through 5. All right, here is Martinez up to bat. First pitch is fouled away, 0-1. Yeah, Lowe got all of that one. Yeah, Victor, I knew I was wrong on that one. I don't know who you're talking about. 0-1 pitch is a called strike, 0-2. Martinez today 1 for 2. The 0-2 pitch, curveball misses low, 1-2. Evan says I can't guess any players who I wasn't alive to see. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of hard to tell who that is. The 1-2 pitch is a ground ball foul out of play. Hey, Charles. How's it going, Bronx Bombers, aka Charles? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by, Charles. Great job on the trade deadline show on Monday. The 1-2 pitch, strike 3. McLean gets Martinez frozen at a fastball there. 2 away now at the bottom of the 5th. McLean now with 7 strikeouts on the day. Yeah, that pitch to Lowe was just middle, and he did not waste any time with that one. It's alright. It's all about the bounce back, right? Like Gordon Ramsay says, it's all about the bounce back. Here is Rocchio up to bat. First pitch is a foul ball, 0-1. Victor says, hint, consider the greatest pitch hitter ever. Do you know who it is? The 0-1 pitch is inside on Rocchio, 1-1. Oh, no, maybe, no, not Bobby Bonilla, right? Bobby Bonilla? No, probably not. No. 1-1 pitch to Rocchio is a base hit into left field. Man, these Guardians hitters, they're very, very pesky, annoying hitters. Runner on first with 2 outs for the Guardians. I'm sure this will be McLean's last inning. Guardians right now are tied for the last wild card spot in the AL. Tied with the Texas Rangers. Red Sox have pulled away in second place. There are 6 games up on the final wild card spot. How about those Boston Tea Party Red Sox? Here is Halpin up to bat. First pitch to Halpin is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Yep, Victor, just say the answer, Victor. I'm out of guesses. I'm out of kisses, as Jared would say from Hell's Kitchen. I'm out of kisses, yeah. 0-1 pitch is inside. That one almost hit Halpin. 1-1. Is it Frank from Hell's Kitchen? I don't know, Victor. Is it Lou Ross or Bobby or Matt or Fat Pat? I don't know. Like Ron Orange, the great Rusty Staub. Oh, Rusty Staub, okay. 1-1 pitch is a base hit into right field. Halpin gets another base hit. Rocchio stops at second base. Now McLean really needs an out. He really just needs to get one more out to get out of the 5th inning with the lead, and hopefully he can get this last out. Guardians with first and second with 2 outs. Charles, I've heard that you have not been feeling well, so best wishes to you. Speedy recovery. Hope you get better soon. Hope you get better soon, Charles. So, hopefully you get better and feel better soon. Yeah, the dentist is could be rough sometimes. Well, we're praying for you, Charles, so heal up and get better soon. So, yep. Evan says I just looked it up, LOL. Yeah, I knew I was like in that area of, Mike Piazza or maybe even Vinny Accardi. I don't know. All right, here is Patrick Bailey up to bat. First pitch is upstairs. Torrens is going to challenge it though. And that was a ball. So that missed one. That missed upstairs. The Mets lose that challenge, and it is now 1-0 on Patrick Bailey. Yep, no problem, Charles. No problem. You get better, all right? .92 pitches now for McLean in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-0 pitch to Bailey is outside, 2-0. And McLean's just been a little bit off with that breaking ball today. It's been a little bit off with it. It's all right. Hopefully you can just get out of this inning with the lead still and the offense can do some more damage. The 2-0 pitch Ground ball right to Jared Young at first base. He steps on first, and that will do it for the fifth. Not before Nathaniel Lowe, though, hits a 3-run home run. Guardians get 3 right back, but the Mets still lead 6-5, and will go to the top of the sixth. So good job by McLean to get through 5, even though it was not his best day on the mound today. He still fought through it and got through 5 innings, so I'm proud of him for that. And we'll see what happens from here on out. We will see what happens. After the top of the 6th, I'll give you guys a scoreboard update. Coming up for the Mets in the 6th, it is, let's see who's coming up. It'll be the top of the order, so Lindor, Bichette, and Robert will come up in the top half of the 6th. Yes, definitely. Charles, you get better. Of course, we need a healthy Charles healthy here so that he can perform to the best of his ability on these shows. And definitely, Charles has been a great addition to the show. Did a great job on the trade deadline show. His history show with Sean, they do a great job. So, yes, Charles, you get better. So we will go to the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th. Lindor, Bichette, and Robert coming up. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys, to World Sports Mania Entertainment and NY Yankee Mania. As Evan and Chef Nick tonight will have the call of the White Sox and Red Sox game. Big game tonight. Red Sox going for the sweep over the White Sox. We will see who wins that game tonight. Check out Evan and Chef Nick at 7:10 p.m. on Mania. They do a great job. You do not want to miss one of their play-by-plays. It's a mix of laughs. It's a lot of laughs. It's a lot of humor. It's a lot of seriousness. It's a little bit of everything. So don't miss it. All right. Colin Holderman, the former Met, is now in for the Guardians, facing Lindor. First pitch to Lindor is down low for ball 1. Holderman coming in this year, coming into the game with a 1.65 ERA. Lindor today is 1 for 3. The 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. 1-1 now on Francisco. I'm sure McLean's day is probably over. Bullpen will be coming in from here on out. Yes, Charles, definitely. The 1-1 pitch to Lindor is a ground ball foul outside of first. 1-2. 1-2 now on Lindor. Yep, hitting that like button is very important for the show. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. The 1-2 pitch is fouled away, so we'll do it again at 1-2. 6-5 Mets lead in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch to Lindor is down low. 2-2 now on Francisco. Yes, Charles. Please like and subscribe. Yes, Charles. Thank you very much. Yes, like and subscribe. Definitely. The 2-2 pitch to Lindor. Fouled away again outside of first. We will do it again. This is definitely a much better at-bat from Lindor. Probably a better at-bat than he's had all of yesterday and all of today so far. Except for when he got the single in the 4th inning. That was a pretty good at-bat. Holderman with 6 pitches so far today, coming out of the bullpen. 2-2 pitch is fouled away again by Lindor. That will go into the seats out of play behind home plate, so we will do it again. We will do it again at 2-2. All right, we are ready once again. The 2-2 pitch fouled away again by Lindor. Man, this at bat is longer than a bulldog on steroids. This is a very long at bat. This is longer than Greg Zach eats his food every day at Trent Thunder. And he shoves it in Jay Dunn's face. And he goes into Dax Anderson. The 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Lindor out on strikes. Holderman wins that battle, 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. All right, here is Bo Bichette. First pitch to Bichette is a foul ball down the right field line. At a play, 0-1. So starting tomorrow night, the Mets will have a series in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. Friday through Sunday, the Pirates right now are 57 and 59. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs, 1-1. Victor says, Evan, he played 14 years old with the Yankees and you were alive. Evan guesses Brett Gardner. We'll see if he's right on that. He probably is right. Well, Victor's playing Name That Player today. 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss by Bichette. 1-2. 1 for 2 today is Bichette with a walk and a double. And bingo! Evan gets it right. Brett Gardner. Good job, Evan.
Will I win a cookie or a bulldog?
You win a compliment. Oh, wait, no. You can't even get that.
That's right. There's no
No compliments
comments allowed.
allowed on this channel. Definitely not. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball into right field. DeWalter doesn't really have to move that much. He makes the play, 2 away. I remember we were at our grandma's house when we watched the Yankees play the Rays, I think, and Brett Gardner hit a home run. If I remember correctly, Evan, do you remember that?
Yep.
Yes. And you were jumping up and down, so excited that you almost fell down on the table.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's dirty pretty, as John Starr would say.
I loved Brett Gardner. I love watching him play as well. First pitch to Robert. Got a piece of that one, 0-1, as he fouled it away. The Garin party, as Victor says, or the Gardy party. Yeah. Man, that Yankees team was good. Even as a Met fan, I do have respect for those Yankees teams. The 1-0 pitch, whoa, way outside. That was more outside than a bulldog on drugs and when she eats grass. Nathan comes in with some breaking news. Our client pitcher Malik Abdul is back in the MLB Draft League with the West Virginia Black Bears. Nice. So I'm sure we'll get to see him this weekend as Trent is playing West Virginia. 2-0 pitch to Robert. Base hit over the head of Ramirez into left field. Again, nice piece of hitting by Robert. He gets his second hit of the day. You gonna go play basketball? You want to say bye to everyone? Okay.
Bye, guys.
Tell Terrence I say happy birthday. All right. All right, everyone. Evan is off to go play basketball now with our friend whose actually birthday is today. So everyone, if you don't mind, please give a shout out to Terrence Bernardo. Today is his birthday. I'd like to say happy birthday, Terrence. Enjoy your day. And yeah. First pitch to Ewing. That is the Benj. That'll be a base hit into left field. So Benj wastes no time. Base hit into left field. Mets now have first and second with 2 outs. But yes, guys, I would really appreciate it. I'd appreciate you all if you give a big shout out to my friend Terrence Bernardo, whose birthday is today. He's turning 23 today, and he's a very good friend of Evan and I. So make sure to please give him a happy birthday wish. Would really appreciate that from you guys. Would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, happy birthday, Terrence. Guardians are having a mound meeting right now. Pitching coach is talking with Holderman. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you guys very much. I'll definitely tell him you guys said happy birthday. I'll definitely tell him that. Thank you, guys. He will definitely appreciate that. So, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Sean. Yep, I will tell him that, Sean. Thank you very much as well. Here is Francisco Alvarez up to bat. Today he is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. First and second, 2 outs. Mets trying to add on some runs here in the 6th. First pitch to Alvarez is inside for ball 1. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. I'll let him know that you guys all said happy birthday. I'll let him know. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you guys very much for that. The 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. Good eye by Alvarez. Robert and Benj with back-to-back singles. Mets have first and second with 2 outs. Top of the 6th, the Mets still lead 6-5. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Holderman deals. Down the middle, called strike 2 and 1. Yes, appreciate that, guys. I will let him know. Evan will let him know. Yes, I'll also let him know. But yeah, not trying to make it a competition or anything. Just saying. If you know, you know. Yes, we're all praying for you, Charles. Yep, get better. Definitely. 2-1 pitch to Alvarez. Down the middle, called strike 2. 2-2 now on Francisco Alvarez. Yes, well said, Sean. Well said. We need Charles. We definitely need Charles. We need everyone. We need everyone at their best and at full health. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Alvarez just got a piece of that one. And we'll do it again. Yes. Shout out to everyone on this channel. Also on Mania. Everyone is doing a great job with their own individual stuff. Whatever they bring. These guys do a great job. So, like and subscribe, everyone, for these guys. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Down low, outside, 3-2 on Alvarez. Sean says everyone here is a blessed, have a blessing and, yeah, have a blessed day. Yep, you too, Sean. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you for stopping by today. Appreciate that, Sean. Have a good day. 3-2 pitch to Alvarez. That is grounded to second base. Fires to first. And that will do it for the top half of the 6th inning. Mets strand 2. They do not score. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mets still up 6-5 over the Guardians. So, we'll see who comes in now out of the Mets bullpen. Victor says it's sad what happened to Brett. It completely took him away from the sport he loved. Life is just relentless at times. My 3rd favorite Yankee ever. Miss him. Hey, Victor, who is your favorite Yankees player of all time? I don't think I've asked you that ever. Who's your favorite Yankee player of all time? Same with any of you guys. Sean, Charles, you guys can answer too if you're still here. Or Nathan too. Any one of you guys can answer. Oh yeah, Charles, it definitely takes more time to heal when you get older. Yep. Definitely. That's why we're praying that you make a speedy recovery as quick as possible. Just so that you can stay healthy and we could all be happy together. So, definitely praying for you, Charles. But yeah, guys, who's your guys' favorite Yankees ever? My favorite Met of all time, I would have to say David Wright and Pete Alonso. David Wright and Pete Alonso are 2 of my favorite Mets of all time. I'm going to get into more of, the approach of not bringing Pete Alonso back from last offseason. David Stearns pretty much disrespecting him. I mean, not even giving him a reasonable contract offer. I'll get into that later on my Met Extra show. But, yeah. David Wright and Pete Alonso are 2 of my favorite Mets of all time. Also, I have a lot of other great Mets players that I love, but those 2 are definitely like the highest of the highs. Evan says DJ 2. Is that DJ LeMahieu, Evan? I think. Oh no, Derek Jeter. I don't know why I thought of DJ LeMahieu, but yeah, Derek Jeter. Yeah. Bobby Mercer and Thurman Musson. Roy White, Charles, nice. All right, here is Nate Lavender on the pitch. First pitch is inside 1-0. Greg Nettles. Oh yeah, Victor, definitely heard a lot A lot of great things about Greg Nettles. Yep. Very good answers. Very good answers, guys. 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss on Hey Now, the Guardians rookie. 1-1. No, not Rookie the dog from Trenton Thunder. He is a rookie. Hey Now. 1-1 pitch is a check swing foul back. 1-2. Don Mattingly, then Brett played all three with pinstripe pride. Yep. Yep. I loved watching Brett Gardner play, as I said earlier. I loved watching Derek Jeter play. You know, obviously Mariano Rivera was a great closer for you guys as well. Yeah, all those guys. 1-2 pitch incoming. Lavender deals. That is a fly ball into center field. Robert barely has to move. He makes the catch, and there is one away. One away in the bottom of the sixth. Nate Lavender coming on for his second appearance of the series. Just got called up from AAA. He had his first career strikeout on Tuesday night when he struck out Travis Bazzana. Charles says, I love Judge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Judge is definitely up there, too. Except for, I like Judge except for when he plays the Mets, though. Judge always goes off against the Mets, but other than that, I like Judge. There's a lot of Yankees I do like. There are some that I don't really like, obviously, but there are some that I do like as well. But yeah, you know, today I had the opportunity to meet Mariano Rivera. He shook his hand, I took a picture with Mo, and that was fun. Again, thank you to Nitin for that. Nitin invited Evan and I to this event today at ShopRite in New Jersey, in Morristown. Got the chance to take a photo with Mariano Rivera. Very nice opportunity to do that, so appreciate Nitin for that again. Here is Joe Adell up to bat, who is pinch hitting. First pitch to Adell is a swing and a miss at a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. 0-1. And 1 on Joe Adell, the new Guardian acquired from the Angels. 0-1 pitch, fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. All I wanted to do was play third, but they said no. You're left-handed, go to first. Yeah, exactly, Victor. Yep. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss again by Adell, 1-2. Good outside fastball there by Nate Lavender. I wish I had a dog named Lavender, but I don't have that. Again, I wish I had a dog named Coco, but that went out of the wind fast. One-two pitch to Joe Adell. Lavender, ooh, little side hezzy there. The 1-2 pitch is upstairs. I like that little side hezzy that Nate Lavender has. That little shake it. You know, little movement on that leg kick there. It's a nice little touch. That's a little touch just like Michael Brown Jr. The 2-2 pitch. Oh! Strike 3. Joe Adell gets called out. Fastball looking down the middle. There are 2 outs now on the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Mets still have a 6-5 lead over Cleveland. Yeah, you know, I remember when I first started watching the Mets, I watched, you know, David Wright, of course, Brandon Nimmo, Michael Conforto, Michael Kadire, those guys, Omar Flores. First pitch to Chase DeLauder is a called strike, 0-1. You know, guys like Lucas Duda, Daniel Murphy, obviously, you know, Jose Reyes, of course, you know, got to mention Jose Reyes. Great player. 0-1 pitch to DeLauder is a check swing foul down by the third base line. 0-2. 0-2 on Chase DeLauder. Lavender with 11 pitches in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch, Lavender kicks and deals. Fouled away by Chase DeLauder. We'll do it again. But yeah, you know, I first started watching the Mets in 2016, 2017. I definitely watched them in 2015. I just wasn't a full-time fan at that time. I was more of a part-time fan, but after that year, I really fell in love with them, and that's when I became a full-time fan after that year. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, 1-2. Bronx says, I remember when the Mets started in 1962, had 40 wins and 120 losses. Casey Stengel was the manager. Oh yeah, Charles. I've heard a lot about that 1962 team. That team was one of the worst teams of all time. Not even in Mets history, but in baseball. 1-2 pitch, check swing. He did not go around. It is 2-2. But yeah, I'm kind of fortunate. I mean, I'm fortunate, but not really fortunate at the same time because I have seen some great Mets teams. Like in 2022, 2016, I saw that good Mets team. Yeah, 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Lavender comes in and works a 1-2-3 inning. So that will do it for the bottom of the sixth inning. 6-5 Mets, and we'll go to the seventh. And let me give you guys another score update. Let me give you guys a scoreboard update once again. Scoreboard update for you guys. As you are hearing right now, the Mets lead the Guardians 6-5 going to the seventh inning. Angels on top of the Orioles 4-1 going to the bottom of the eighth. The Reds lead the A's 6-3, bottom of the eighth. Brewers lead the Pirates 2-1 in the top of the fourth. And the Blue Jays lead the Cubs 1-0 going to the bottom of the third. Games later on today, Tigers Mariners starting at 4:10 p.m. Nationals Phillies at 6:05. White Sox Red Sox at 7:10. Marlins Braves at 7:15 p.m. Twins Royals at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. And then for your nightcap, Padres Diamondbacks at 9:40. So that is your MLB scoreboard update for today. Also tonight, NFL is back, guys. We got the Hall of Fame game tonight. Panthers and the Cardinals play tonight on NBC at 8 p.m. If you are interested in football like I am, I'm definitely gonna be watching that as well as Evan and Chef Nick. I'll be watching their stream tonight. Catch that stream on NY Mania at 7:10 p.m. Evan and Chef Nick will be calling the White Sox Red Sox game. Big implications there. Red Sox right now are surging hot. The White Sox are on a little bit of a downslide, but tonight they try to take the final game of that series. So we will see what happens with that. But guys, make sure to like and subscribe. We got more interviews coming up. Luis Soho coming on Monday at 4 p.m. Tomorrow we have Stephen Wright coming on at 4 p.m. with Evan and Chef Nick. So stay tuned for that. We also have Zach Rochfeld coming on next Friday, August 14th. I'll be doing that interview with the Mets prospect. All right. So here is Craig Yoho coming in for the Guardians in the top of the seventh. First pitch to Simeon is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Simeon today is 2 for 2 with a solo home run and a sac fly, as well as a double. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, nice splitter that time by Yoho, 0-2. Hey, landscaper, can you shut up? I'm trying to call a game here. The 0-2 pitch is upstairs, 1-2. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Hey, even though I'm a Mets fan, I do root for the Yankees too. So I'm not like a hater or anything. I do root for the Yankees too, as long as they don't, beat the Mets. The 2-2 pitch, that 1-2 pitch was inside, so it is now 2-2. Craig Yoho, newly acquired Guardian from the Brewers. The 2-2 pitch is line. That is a base hit for Simeon, so he is 3 for 3 on the day. What a plate. What a job at the plate right now by Marcus Simeon on the day. He is 3 for 3. He is a triple away from the cycle today. He has a home run, a double, and a single, so all he needs is a triple for the cycle. Victor says, honestly, Judge is way down on my list. Not his fault. It's the way he's been managed. Call me whatever, but it starts with championships. Mattingly, different situation. Yep. Here is Jared Young up to bat. The first pitch to Young is a called strike, 0-1. Charles says, I don't hate the Mets. I don't like when they beat us. Yeah, other way around, Charles. Same here. Yeah. The 0-1 pitch to Young is fouled away. 0-2 on Jared Young, who is one for one today with an RBI single in the 5th inning. Yep, 1986 was fun. I wish I was alive for that, but unfortunately I was not. Unfortunately. Hopefully I can see the Mets win a championship at some point during my lifetime. The 0-2 pitch to Jared Young. Yo-ho. Kicks and fires the pitch. His little looper on the infield. The second baseman is going to let that one drop. He's going to throw to second and get the out there. That was a smart play by Haynell, the Guardians' newly called up prospect. So Jared Young will reach first, and there was one out in the top of the seventh. But yeah, no, whenever the Yankees don't play the Mets, I root for them. I root for them, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, you guys definitely hate the Red Sox more than us. That's without saying, of course. That's without saying. Especially the Rays. The Rays are giving you guys nightmares too this year. The Rays are a very pesky team, as we all know. Just like how I hate the Marlins, I hate the Nationals, the Phillies, and the Braves. All right, here is Terrens up to bat. The pitch is down low, 1-0 on Luis. Mets lead 6-5 here in the top of the seventh inning, with a runner on first and one out. Trying to get some more insurance runs. 1-0 pitch is a strike, and Young is going to steal second base. The throw was late. Young has second base stolen. It is now a 1-1 count on Luis Terrens. Charles says that's ownership. All Hal cares about is the business, and Cashman is a joke saying this team is a championship team. They need to learn. Yep, exactly, Charles. 1-1 pitch is a ball outside, 2-1. Yeah, Charles, I agree. The Yankees need offense. Your pitching is very good. You got a great rotation with Schlittler and Fried and Cole, and when Rodon gets back. A 2-1 pitch to Terrens is outside again, 3-1. Victor says I'm not allowed in Boston. Oh, Victor, I mean, Boston it's a nice city. It's just Red Sox. That's all. The 3-1 pitch to Terrens is a fly ball, right field and deep, going back, and that ball is. Is it a fair ball? I believe it's fair. Jared Young didn't know if it was fair or foul. He gets the third. Terrens gets a single. That ball had to be just fair. Down the line, that must have hit the chalk on the line. So we have now runners on the corners with one out, trying to get an insurance run. Yep, indeed, that ball was just fair. That ball was just fair down the line, off the wall in right field. Mets need to score a run right here to get an extra run lead right now, to be up by 2 runs. Oh yeah, Charles, the Yankees, they have great pitching, but it's just you can't score. Hey, shout out to George Lombard, though. Congrats to Lombard on his first career home run the other night, though. That kid has a great glove at second base, and at shortstop, and he can hit well. So, congrats to George Lombard. The pitch to Ewing. He's going to bunt that one. That's a fair ball. Catcher throws to first, and Ewing is out. I don't know what the thought process was there. Terrens advances to second base. Indy Green is going to come out and argue that the ball was foul. I don't know what Ewing was trying to do there. He's trying to score the run, but he didn't get that bunt down in a very good place there. Or maybe Indy Green is arguing that was catcher's interference. I have no clue. But we'll see what happens here. No, it wasn't catcher's interference. Maybe he's arguing the ball was foul. I think that's what he's arguing. I don't know if that's a challengeable play, though. I don't know if you could challenge that. I'm not sure you could challenge that, but otherwise, Mets have second and third with 2 outs, and Lindor is up to bat. Come on, Lindor, do something right now. First pitch to Lindor is a called strike, 0-1. So Terrens advances second base on that bunt by Ewing. Ewing thought it was foul, but he had no idea it was fair. The 0-1 pitch to Lindor is a check swing foul. 0-2. Tim Leeper, the third base coach. Looking like a grizzly bear out there. Charles says Lombard is going to be a good one. We need to get rid of Grisham. He stinks right now. Yeah, I don't know if Trent Grisham is the right leadoff guy for you guys. I'm not sure about that. If I were the Yankees, I would try leading off Ben Rice. I would try doing that if I were the Yankees. I would try that. The 0-2 pitch to Lindor is hit deep to right field. That ball is gone! A home run for Francisco Lindor. A 3-run shot puts the Mets up 9-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Boom! That was much needed right there. A 3-run blast for Francisco Lindor. Much needed insurance runs. The Mets lead 9-5. There we go. On an 0-2 pitch, he got a curveball right down the middle, and he did not waste any time with it. But not before Francisco Lindor hits a 3-run home run to give the Mets some much needed insurance runs. We now lead 9-5, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. And let me give you guys the 2 up for the Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy, if you may. Let's see who's coming up. They will have Ramirez, Lowe, and Martinez coming up. I believe Kodai Senga is going to come in now for the Mets. Senga got moved to the bullpen after the trade deadline. They tried him as a starter, but it was just not working out, so they moved him to the bullpen. And now we'll see what he can do. We'll see if he can pitch well out of the bullpen for the Mets, and we'll see what happens now. But this one is not over till it's over. This one is not over till it's over, so we'll see what happens. We will see. But yes, appreciate all you guys for being here today. Make sure to like and subscribe. Our goal today is 25 likes and subscribe to the channel. Joe has been emphasizing 25 likes, so let's keep it up today. Tonight, Evan and Chef Nick will be live on NY Yankee Mania calling the Red Sox-White Sox game. Tune in for that tonight as they will have their play-by-play. 7:10 p.m. on Mania. And then don't forget, we have a very special guest coming on tomorrow, Stephen Wright, coming on at 4 p.m. Chef Nick and Evan will do that interview, as well as Luis Soho will be the other guest coming on. He'll be coming on Monday afternoon with Joe on NY Yankee Mania, so check that out. Monday at 4 p.m. And then Zach Crotchfeld, the Mets prospect right now in Single A, coming from Troy. He will be coming on next Friday, August 14th. I'll be doing that interview, so stay tuned for that, everyone. Appreciate you guys. First pitch to Ramirez, the ground ball right to Simeon at second base. Fires to Young at first, 1 away. Kodai Senga now in for the Mets in the bottom of the 7th inning. One pitch and 1 out. Here is Nathaniel Lowe up to bat, who has a 3-run home run on the game today. First pitch to Lowe is a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 on Nathaniel Lowe, who hit a 3-run shot in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 0-1 pitch to Lowe, that one misses down low. No, what do you call it? Didn't mean to, yeah, you guys know what I mean. 1-1 pitch on the low is a called strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-2. Charles says, Jason, see you later. Going to take a rest. Good job, Jason. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you stopping by, Charles, as always. You rest up and take care. Hopefully you get better. Thank you very much, Charles. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Nathaniel Lowe. Senga deals. Pitch is upstairs 2-2. 2-2 on Lowe. The 2-2 pitch. Senga kicks and fires. That one is popped up, and that will get out of play into the seats. We will do the 2 pitch once again. Yep, take care, Charles. Thank you again. Thank you again, Charles. All right, the 2-2 pitch once again. Senga kicks and fires the pitch outside. 3-2. Oh, Chef coming back in with I am in the mood for Anne Frankfurt. Oh, Chef. Oh. The 3-2 pitch to Lowe. Ground ball, foul outside of first. Yeah, guys, speaking of Chef, you can catch him and Evan tonight on NY Yankee Mania doing the Red Sox-White Sox game. 7:10 p.m., guys. Don't miss it. Evan and Chef Nick are going to have one hell of a play-by-play for you guys tonight. You do not want to miss out. They bring the laughs, they bring the humor, they bring the cries, they bring the smiles, everything. They're serious, everything. They give you guys everything, so don't miss out. The 3-2 pitch is fouled away again. We will do it again, the 3-2 pitch to Nathaniel Lowe one more time. Senga with 9 pitches so far in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mets lead 9-5 over the Guardians today, looking for the sweep over Cleveland. All right, the 3-2 pitch once again. Senga deals. Swing and a miss. You are out of here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Good fastball by Kodai Senga right there. 2 away. 2 away. All right, here is Angel Martinez up to bat. First pitch to Martinez is a called strike, 0-1. 0-1. Yep. But Chef, hope you're having a nice day at work. Hope you're not having too much of a busy day. The 0-1 pitch to Martinez. Check swing. He went around. 0-2. That was a very, very bad pitch by Senga, but got lucky that Martinez chased that one in the dirt. 0-2 count. Martinez is 1 for 3 today with a 2-run single in the first inning. The 0-2 pitch. Senga fires the pitch. Fouled away. We will do it again. That was, oh my God. Senga just threw 100 right there. Senga hit 100 on the gun right there. I don't know when the last time was Senga threw 100, but you saw it right there, folks. That's good to see. Good to see that. The 0-2 pitch, once again. Senga fires. Swing and a miss. Martinez goes down on strikes. Great pitch right there by Senga to work a 1-2-3 inning. He gets 2 strikeouts, and we'll go to the 8th inning. Mets lead 9-5, going to the 8th. Coming up, I'll give you guys the do-up in 1 second for who's coming up in the 8th inning. Robert, Benj, and Alvarez coming up for the Mets in the 8th. See if they can put on some more runs. Like we always say, you can never have enough insurance. You always need some more insurance, especially if you're living in New York City. Like Chef knows, I'm sure Chef can relay on that one. But yes, make sure to score some more insurance runs because you can never have enough of that. Appreciate you all tuning in today. Can't believe it's already August. The season is flying by. Seeing the season is flying faster than Vinny Accordia and Hell's Kitchen. That didn't last very long. But yes. Don't forget, guys, Luis Soho coming on the show Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. That's going to be a big interview on Mania, so check that out. 4 p.m. on Monday afternoon with Joe. Make sure to tune in for that. Thanks to Nathan and his team. Nathan and his team do a great job of booking guests for Joe's show. So do not miss out on it at all. Shout out to all the guests that came on for Monday's Trade Deadline show. Danny Espinoza, Howie Carpin, everyone. I mean, all those guests were great. You know, love talking with Danny Espinoza, Howie Carpin. Those guys, they know a lot of stuff, you know, especially coming from former big league players like Danny Espinoza, Logan Morrison as well. So, shout out to all of them. All right, here is Slade Ciccone on to pitch for Cleveland. First pitch to Robert, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Robert is another swing and a miss, 0-2. Ciccone got moved to the bullpen by the Guardians when they acquired Foster Griffin from the Nationals. They moved Ciccone to the bullpen. This is his second time coming out of the bullpen in relief in this series. He also came out of the bullpen on Tuesday as well. The 0-2 pitch to Robert, outside, 1-2. 1-2 on Robert. Warming up in the Mets bullpen is Xavier Curry. The 1-2 pitch is inside on Robert, 2-2. Robert today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. The 2-2 pitch incoming. Ground ball. That is a fair ball. Ramirez has a hard time getting rid of it, and he cannot get rid of the ball. So Robert is safe at first base. Luis Robert with his third hit of the day. Unless they call that an error, which Greg Zach would probably call an error. But nonetheless, Luis Robert putting the ball in play and getting rewarded for it. Ramirez just had a hard time getting rid of that ball as he stumbled over his feet there on the grass. Yes. We'll take it, though. Here is Carson Benj up to bat. The first pitch to Benj is a called strike, 0-1. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ciccone checks back at first. Robert is back safely. Benj is 2 for 4 today. The 0-1 pitch is fouled away. Left field line, 0-2. Benj has an RBI triple and a single today. The 0-2 pitch upstairs. Good job at Benj not to chase that fastball. 1-2. 1-2 on Carson. Carson's obviously a guy that's going to be the future of this team along with AJ Ewing. Can't wait to see how they progress in their careers. The 1-2 pitch fouled away by Benj. We will do it again. We will do it again. All right, here is the 1-2 pitch once again. That is fouled away. Good job by Benj making Ciccone work for the out. So we'll do it again. Shall we? Shall we do it again? Just like going on the dance floor and drinking some wine and... yeah. I'm getting nowhere with that. Yeah. The 1-2 pitch again. That is lined. That is going to be a base hit for Benj into left field. Nice piece of hitting. He goes the other way. First and second and nobody out for the Mets in the eighth. That's what I like to see. Going the other way. Not trying to do too much. Just slapping it opposite field. Benj with his third hit of the day. We will see if the Mets can get some more insurance runs right here. Here is Francisco Alvarez up to bat. First and second, nobody out. The first pitch to Alvarez. Big swing and a miss. Alvarez tried to make it a 12-5 game right there. It is 0-1. Come on, Alvarez. Just put the ball in play. Just put it in play. The 0-1 pitch called strike down the middle, 0-2. Alvarez today is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored. The 0-2 pitch, Alvarez calls timeout. Victor says, "Yo, chef, I just sent you something. My phone is at 2%. I'm at the pool. Jason, love your great work." Thank you, Victor. Hope you're having a good time at the pool today, Victor. Definitely. Enjoy that. The 0-2 pitch to Alvarez. Way upstairs. That ball gets away to the backstop. And the runners advance to second and third. All right. We will take that. Robert goes to third. Benj goes to second. It is a 1-2 count on Alvarez. But yes, Victor, thank you very much for tuning in today. Have fun at the pool. Hope the family is doing well, Victor. Tell the kids to say hello. The 1-2 pitch to Alvarez. Just got a piece of that. He stays alive. Ciccone with 15 pitches so far in the top of the 8th inning. Mets lead 9-5, trying to add some more runs right here. The 1-2 pitch to Alvarez. That is hit deep to left field. That ball is off the wall. Martinez plays it off the wall. 2 runs will score. Robert scores, Benj scores, and the Mets lead 11-5. Alvarez with a stand-up double. Oh, Benj did not score on that. My bad. Benj went to third on that. Second and third and nobody out, but nonetheless the Mets do score another run. It is now 10-5. So there we go, Alvarez. I thought that ball was gone, but that one hit off the middle of the wall in left field. Here is Marcus Semien is going for the cycle today. First pitch is fouled back, 0-1. So the Mets have second and third and one out, nobody out. I don't know why Benj didn't score on that. He read it perfectly, but just didn't score because Martinez got it in quick. All right. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch to Semien. That is a called strike, even though that was outside. The ump calls it a strike, 0-2. Semien today is 3 for 3. Home run, double, and a single. So all he needs is a triple for the cycle. Come on, Marcus. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Just got a piece of that. We'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 on Semien. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. Semien, if he gets a pitch to drive right here, I can see him going to left center or right center. Go into the gap, get that triple, and get the cycle. How about that? That would be nice, right? The 1-2 pitch to Semien. Down low, 2-2, good eye right there. Did not chase the slider. Did not chase that one. Second and third, nobody out. Mets lead 10-5 in the 8th. Trying to add some more insurance runs. The 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3-2. Semien, good eye. Staying patient at the plate. Staying very, very patient. Ciccone already with 22 pitches in the 8th without recording an out just yet. Come on, Semien. Come on, Semien. Come on. The 3-2 pitch. Ciccone deals. That one is popped up. That will get out of play into the seats. We will do the full count again. Until I see you again. Until I see you again. Until I see you again. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. 3-2 pitch once again. That one is popped up, and I'll get out of play. So we'll do it one more time, shall we? I love the at-bats today from all the guys. You know, all the guys have had great at-bats so far today. Everyone contributing in their own ways, and you love to see it. You love to see it, especially if you're a Met fan. 3-2 pitch is upstairs and inside, so Simeon works a walk. Base is loaded now. The Mets have a chance to pull. They have the chance to put the hammer down on this one. They have the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the eighth with a 10-5 lead. Trying to put the game away. Trying to get a sweep over the Guardians today. Here comes the pitching coach for like the 5,000th time. For the 50th thousandth time, here comes the pitching coach up to talk to Ciccone on the mound. After the top of the eighth, I'll give you guys another scoreboard update. See what's going on around the league, around the MLB. Give you guys some NFL updates. Yeah. All of that and more, so stay tuned. Don't forget, guys, right after my play-by-play today, right after this game is over, I'll be doing a Met Extra show for about 30 minutes, so I'll stay on. Talk about the Mets and everything you guys need to know about the team. The first pitch to Jared Young is outside, 1-0. Jared Young came through in the 5th inning with an RBI single, which scored a run. See if he can blow the doors off this one right now. The 1-0 pitch to Young. Called strike 1, 1-1. Young today is 1 for 2. He's now at a .253 average with 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Ciccone kicks and deals. The pitch is outside, 2-1. 2-1 on Jared Young. Two and one. The 2-1 pitch upstairs, 3-1. 3-1, so one more ball and the Mets will get their 11th run of the game. 3-1 count on Jared Young. 29 pitches in the 8th inning so far for Ciccone without recording it out. The 3-1 pitch, Ciccone deals. Upstairs, he walks him. That will drive in a run. That will drive in a run, guys. The Mets lead now 11-5 in the top of the 8th inning. And Stephen Vogt has seen enough from Slade Ciccone today. He will be done after getting no outs, allowing 2 runs. And the Guardians will make another pitching change. So, let's see who the Guardians bring in now. I believe it's going to be Tim Herron. We will see who comes in. We will see. But guys, I mean, I don't know what's going on right now, but this team is motivated right now. I'm seeing a different Mets team. I'm seeing a different team right now. I really am. I'm seeing a really different team. I'm seeing a team that's motivated, a team that is confident, a team that is playing very well on both sides of the diamond. I'm seeing a team that has young stars that are shining brighter than the lights on the highway at night. I'm seeing guys that are just determined. I'm seeing guys that are happy. I'm seeing guys that are enjoying the life of playing baseball right now. You know, the first half of the season was such a disaster. I don't know if I was going to really even follow them. I mean, I was still going to follow them, of course, but I didn't know if I was going to call any more games because of the fact that they were just doing so bad. And, you know, right now, you know, this is a different team. I'm seeing a different vibe from this team. I'm seeing a team that's hungry. I'm seeing a team that wants to win. You know, put the record aside for a minute. You know, I think that this team is definitely going the right direction. You know, the prospects that they got for the guys that we traded at the deadline, guys like Sammy Stafora, Jefferson Rojas, We got some guys in AAA right now, like Jonathan Santucci is pitching very well. RJ Gordon in AA. Mitch Voigt is hitting the ball really well. I mean, I see guys that are going to be called up possibly this year, at the end of this season, or maybe even next year. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll talk about that more in the post game. Here is Luis Torrens. First pitch to Torrens is outside. Tim Herron is now in the game for the Guardians. A lefty reliever for them. Torrens is 2 for 4 today with a home run and a single. The 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. The Guardians pitchers right now, they cannot find the strike zone. You have a better chance of a golden retriever and a bulldog combined finding the strike zone than a Guardians pitcher right now. The 2-0 pitch to Torrens. Oh my God, that pitch is outside. What is this, like the Brazil team from the WBC? I mean, what is this? It is now 3-0 on Torrens. I recommend not swinging the bat right here. That would be nice. Do not swing the bat. The 3-0 pitch outside. He walks Torrens. That will score a run. The Mets now lead 12-5. Alvarez comes in to score. Man, if you are a Guardians fan, you really have to be on the edge of a cliff right now. You really have to be. I thought the Guardians had like good pitchers. I mean, I didn't think their bullpen was this bad. Here is AJ Ewing up to bat with the bases loaded and still nobody out. First pitch to Ewing, swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch by Herron. 0-1. 0-1 on AJ Ewing. The 0-1 pitch called strike 2. Good location of that one. 0-2 on AJ Ewing. The 0-2 just misses outside. Good take by AJ. 1-2. 1-2 on Ewing. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, Herron deals. That one just missed below the zone. It is now 2-2. Good eye right there again by Ewing. Taking that all the way. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Herron deals. Ewing fouls that one off. I believe he got that one to foul off. He had to get out of the way of that one, or else that would have hit him in the wrist there. Luckily, that hit the bat, and that did not hit him. So, it is still 2-2. Yep, he had to pretty much get into like a buckle right there, and he had nowhere to go. Thank God everything is good with AJ. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, Ewing strikes out. That is the first out of the 8th inning. Mets still have the bases loaded. Lindor coming up. Game-changing drive presented by Audi in the 7th inning. Lindor hit a 3-run home run to put the Mets up 9-5. We'll see if he can hit a grand slam here to put the Mets up 16-5. We'll see. First pitch to Lindor is outside. 1-0. Lindor today is 2 for 5 with a single and a 3-run shot, like I just mentioned. 10 home runs now in the season for Francisco. The 1-0 pitch is upstairs to 1-0. 95-mile-per-hour fastball by Herron. Misses upstairs. Pitch incoming to Lindor. Herron fires. Way outside. That one almost got away. 3-0 on Lindor. on Francisco Lindor. Top of the 8th. Mets up 12-5. They got the bases loaded with 1 out. The 3-0 in there for a called strike. 3-1. 95-mile-per-hour fastball there by Herron. Stephen Vogt looking on with a little smug on his face. The 3-1 pitch. That one is popped up. That will get out of play into the seats behind home plate. 3-2 now on Lindor. Three and two. $15 pitches for Heron so far when he came in. The 3-2 pitch. Strike three. Struck him out on a foul tip. So Lindor is out on strikes. 2 away in the top of the 8th with the bases still loaded. Here is Bo Bichette up to bat. Bichette today is 1 for 4 with a walk and a double. Come on, Bo. What do you say, Bo? The first pitch to Bichette, called strike 1. It is 0-1. 0-1 on Bichette. The 0-1 pitch, line fouled on the first base line. Count is now 0-2 on Bo. 0-2. Hope you guys are having a nice day out there, wherever you are. The 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. Warming up is Xavier Curry in the Mets bullpen. He's been warming up for like an hour now. 1-2 pitch, Heron deals. Bo just gets a piece of that. He stays alive. It is still 1-2. 1-2 on Bo Bichette. Trying to add on some more insurance runs. Mets up by 7 runs, but you can never get some more insurance. 1-2 pitch. That one gets away to the backstop. Nope, that was not to the backstop. That was right by home plate. No score right. No run came in to score right there as Alvarez had to hold up at third base. No, not Alvarez. I don't know who even knows who's at third anymore. But it is a 2-2 count on Bo Bichette now. Hey, welcome back, Nathan. Thank you very much, Nathan. Thank you. The 2-2 pitch to Bichette. Fouled away. He stays alive. Yes, appreciate that, Nathan. Always a pleasure seeing you as always. Next time when you can come over, bring your bathing suit. We can go swimming if you want. If you have time, whenever. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. That is a fair ball. Ramirez fires to first. Bichette beats it out. And a run comes in to score. Mets now lead 13-5. Yes, keep hitting the like and subscribe button. Yes, keep going. Keep doing the thumbs up, guys. I'm not sure how many likes we're at right now, but keep it up. Keep hitting the like button. The goal today is 25 likes and subscribe. So keep doing it, guys. You're doing a great job. Trying to build this new channel that Joe is continuing to build for us, so appreciate that as always as well. The Guardians will make another pitching change as Heron comes out of the ball game. So now it looks like they'll go to a position player to pitch. This will be Austin Hedges, the Guardians catcher. Oh my god, this has been insane. This has been insane, guys. The Guardians are now going to a position player to pitch. Wow. Definitely a game I did not expect from any level. I did not expect to call a type of game of this where like it was 13-5. I mean, I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy the Mets are winning, of course, but I did not expect a game like this, especially from a good Guardians team that usually pitches pretty well. So, did not really expect this, but hey, I'll take it. I will take it, though. You know, the Mets haven't been able to beat the Guardians the last 10 years, so I'm happy now they're finally able to beat them, and Hopefully, if they can get 6 more outs without allowing 8 runs or more, then they can get the sweep today. And then they fly off to Pittsburgh for a weekend set against the Pirates. So we will see what happens. Hey, you never know. I mean, right now the Mets are 12 games out of a wild card, but if they keep winning, you never know. Maybe they can pull like a Red Sox and go on like a 15-game winning streak. Get back to the wild card hunt. You never know. So we will see what happens. We'll see. You gotta believe, as the slogan is the Mets. You gotta believe. You gotta believe, and that's what I'm doing until the final game of the season. Here is Luis Robert up to bat, who is 3 for 5 today with 3 singles and 2 runs scored. Austin Hedges coming in to pitch for the Guardians. Top of the 8th, the Mets lead 13-5 with bases loaded and 2 outs. Heron looks pissed in the dugout. Thought he should have never been taken out. First pitch to Robert is fouled away. 68-mile-an-hour pitch from there by Gaddis. Not by Gaddis. Hedges. The 0-1 pitch is a called strike. 0-2 on Robert. Come on, Robert, swing the bat. The 0-2 pitch. Oh my God. Robert strikes out swing on a fastball right down the middle. So just like that, the Guardians get out of the inning, but not before the Mets score 4 more runs. They now lead 13-5 and will go to the bottom of the 8th. That was kind of embarrassing right there by Robert, but hey, I'm not mad about it because we're up by 8 runs. Well, what's there to be mad about? So again, guys, make sure to keep liking and subscribing to the channel. Tonight, Evan and Chef Nick will have the call of the White Sox-Red Sox game on NY Yankee Mania at 7:10 p.m. Check them out as they do a great job as always with the play-by-play. Make sure to listen to them and give them a like. Subscribe to both channels here, especially also on World Sports Mania Entertainment, as we're trying to grow this channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. And then also Monday, Louis Soho will make his appearance on the channel. He'll be interviewed by Joe, the former Yankee pitcher that won a World Series for them. He will be on live doing an interview with Joe, so make sure to tune into that on Monday at 4 p.m. Monday at 4 p.m. tomorrow, guys, also, we will have another special guest coming on. That special guest is Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright will come on tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. He will be interviewed by Chef Nick and Evan, so tune into that. And also, guys, Zach Crotchfeld as well will be coming on the show next Friday, August 14th. I'll be doing that interview. He is a Mets prospect right now, a pitcher out of Troy, who the Mets drafted about a month ago in the draft. So make sure to tune in for that. Thank you guys very much for being here today. Always appreciate your support. Love it even more that the Mets are beating the Guardians. Here is Xavier Curry in the pitch for the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Brian Rocchio is a called strike 1. 0-1. Rocchio today is 1 for 3 with a single. The 0-1 pitch is low in the dirt. 1-1. Curry was called up by the Mets right before the trade deadline. He was called up. Former Miami Marlin. He actually used to be on the Guardians as well. The 1-1 pitch to Rocchio misses down low. 2-1. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That one is popped up. Shallow center field. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Robert. He'll make the catch in center field. One away. One away in the bottom of the 8th. With one out, nobody on, here is Petey Halpin up to bat now for the Guardians. He is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. First pitch, ground ball to Young at first base. He flips to Curry covering and he gets him out. So just like that, there are 2 away on 5 pitches in the bottom of the 8th. Good job so far by Xavier Curry. Good play by Jared Young as well, going to his left, or his right. Here is Patrick Bailey up to bat now for the Guardians. Patrick Bailey today has a single. First pitch to Bailey is outside, 1-0. Bailey does not have a single, He does not have a single. He is 0 for 3 with a foul out, strikeout, and a ground out. The 1-0 pitch, that one is popped up. On the infield, Lindor, he makes the play, makes the catch, and that will do it for the 8th inning. So just like that, Xavier Curry gets a 1-2-3 8th, and we go to the 9th with the Mets up 13-5. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. All right, my bad, guys. All right. 1 out, top of the 9th. Lindor had a Bench had a ground out right there. 1 away in the top of the 9th. Hedges is still on the mound for the Guardians. First pitch to Alvarez is a called strike 1. It is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, Hedges deals. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Rocchio fires to first, 2 away. 2 away in the top of the 9th. All right, Marcus Semien, last chance for a cycle opportunity right here. Marcus Semien 3 for 3 today with a solo home run, a double, and a single. You just need a triple for the cycle. Can you get it right here? He will not. He will fly out right field. Yep, the water makes the catch, and that will do it for the 9th. Top of the 9th is over. Mets lead 13-5 going to the bottom of the 9th. 3 outs away from a sweep over the Guardians. Let me give you guys a scoreboard update. Scoreboard update for you guys across the MLB today. Thursday, August 6th. As you're hearing right now, the Mets are on top of the Guardians 13-5 going to the bottom of the 9th. Brewers lead the Pirates 5-2, top of the 7th. Blue Jays up 1-0 on the Cubs going to the bottom of the 6th. Your final scores today: the Angels defeated the Orioles 4-1. Reds beat the Athletics 6-5. Coming up later today, Tigers and Mariners at 4:10. Nationals Phillies at 6:05. White Sox Red Sox at 7:10. Marlins Braves at 7:15. Twins Royals 7:30. And Padres Diamondbacks at 9:40 p.m. That is your MLB scoreboard update for today. If you are a football fan, well, football is back tonight. Tonight is the Hall of Fame game between the Panthers and the Cardinals. You can catch that game on NBC tonight at 8 p.m. I recommend watching Evan and Chef Nick with their play-by-play while watching that game, or watching the Red Sox game, whatever you prefer. Tonight at 8 p.m. is the Hall of Fame game, guys, so if you're an NFL fan like me, I'm very excited to watch that game tonight. While watching Evan and Chef Nick, of course, because you got to be watching them at the same time. In basketball right now, it's pretty quiet in the NBA. Still the off-season, summer league is over. Guys are training. They're training and getting ready for the NBA season to start. Preseason starts on Saturday, October 3rd. The Nets' first preseason game is Tuesday, October 6th. They play in Charlotte at the Hornets at 7 p.m. So, I am very much looking forward to basketball season. Hopefully this year my Brooklyn Nets can be better and they can push for a play-in spot. But we'll see what happens. All right, bottom of the 9th, Curry look to finish it out. The first pitch to Angel Now is upstairs, 1-0. Mets have shut down this guy today. He is 0 for 3. The 1-0 pitch, and as soon as I say that, he gets a base hit. That is off the wall in right field. Benj plays it. Now will stop it first with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 9th. Mets up 13-5, trying to get the last 3 outs of the game. Runner on first, nobody out for the Guardians. Here is Joe Adele up to bat. First pitch to Adele is a ground ball foul outside of third. 0-1. Good job by Benj limiting Haydow to a single right there. Not letting him get to second base. The 0-1 pitch, Curry deals. That one is low and away. 1-1 on Joe Adele, the former LA Angel. Brett Beatty has come in to play third base, taking the spot of Bo Bichette. The 1-1 pitch to Adele is fouled away. Count goes to 1-2. Again, guys, stay tuned. Right after this game is over, I will be doing a little Met Extra / post-game show, recapping this series. Also diving into the Mets and all the latest topics. 1-2 pitch is downstairs. Count goes to 2-2 on Joe Adele. This will be a weekly show that I have on this channel. I'm very excited to announce that. Very excited to get a Met show for you guys. I know you guys like when I talk about the Mets, so glad to do it for you guys. The 2-2 pitch, fly ball to center field. Robert going back and makes the play. Makes the catch just on the edge of the warning track, 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. Runner on first with 1 out. That will bring up Chase DeLauder, who was 1 for 3 on the day with a walk, a single, and 2 runs scored. "14 pitches so far for Curry from the 8th inning until now. The first pitch to DeLauder is down low, 1-0. Now will go to second base on defensive indifference. The 1-0 pitch incoming. Ground ball that will get through into center field for a base hit. Now will come into score. The Guardians get their 6th run of the day. It is now 13-6. Mets lead, bottom of the 9th. RBI single there by DeLauder. So the Guardians not going away very much quietly. Yes, they still need 7 runs, but they are not giving up. And here's a guy that I don't really like that much. It is Rhys Hoskins, former Philadelphia Philly, Milwaukee Brewer. Not a guy I really like that much. First pitch to Hoskins is inside, 1-0. Hoskins is hitting 177 this season. Not having his best of seasons as he did with the Phillies and the Brewers a few years back. The 1-0 pitch down low. It is 2-0 on Rhys Hoskins. Remember the famous incident with Jeff McNeil and Rhys Hoskins on opening day in 2024? When Rhys said something to Jeff and Jeff made like the crying face to Rhys and, they got into a fight there. A 2-0 pitch, slow ground ball, and that will go foul. Count is 2-1. So, yep, that was a wild experience there in 2024 at Citi Field. The Mets were playing the Brewers, and Jeff McNeil and Rhys Hoskins got into a little bit of a brawl. Caused the benches clearing incident. I'll always have respect for Jeff McNeil because of that. So, thank you, Jeff. Rhys Hoskins is not a guy I like. Definitely not. The 2-1 pitch. He did not. Did he go? He did not. That should have been a called strike, but the umpire called it a ball. It is 3-1. It is 3-1 now on Hoskins. The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball into center field. Robert is measuring it, and he makes the catch. 2 away. 2 away. DeLauder will head back to first. The Mets are 1 out away from the sweep over the Guardians. Last hope of the day for Cleveland is Nathaniel Lowe, who has a home run today. First pitch to Lowe is upstairs for ball 1. 1-0. DeLauder takes second base on defensive indifference. 2 outs. Runner on second base. Mets up 13-6 in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-0 pitch outside with the fastball. 2-0. 2-0 on Nathaniel Lowe. The 2-0 pitch, Curry deals. That one is low. No pun intended. 3-0 now on Nathaniel Lowe. 3-0 pitch incoming. That one is down, and he walked him on 4 pitches. Guardians now with first and second and 2 outs. Up by 7 runs. Come on, man. Just throw strikes and get this last out. Please and thank you. Would be nice if he can just get this last out so I can get into my Met Extra show. But hey, 13-6, as long as they win, I don't care. As long as they win. The first pitch to Martinez is upstairs for ball 1. It is 1-0. Martinez is having a nice day at the plate. Yeah, well, a little bit. He's 1 for 4. One-0 pitch to Martinez. Down the middle, called strike 1. It is 1-1. 1-1 on Martinez. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Curry fires. That one is popped up. Will that stay in play? That will. Torrens makes the catch on the backstop. And the Mets win. You know what they say when the Mets win, right? Put it in the books. Yes, indeed. The Mets win today by a final score of 13-6 over the Guardians. They sweep Cleveland and they improve to a record of 50-66. Not a record I would like to say I'm happy with, but a record that is better than they were 3 games ago. So I'll definitely take that sweep. Great game overall today by the team. Marcus Simeon, 3 hits on the day. Carson Bench, a couple hits. Terrenz, another home run. Lindor, a 3-run shot. Good day for Jared Young as well at the plate. McLean had an okay outing. He allowed 5 runs in 5 innings, but he also struck out 8 batters, so not too bad. He worked his way through a struggling day for him. You know, for him it was a little bit of an off day, but he got through it. He got through 5 innings and he got the win. And most importantly, the Mets won today, so I will gladly take it. Guardians fall to 57-59. The Mets improved to 50-66 on the season. Mets their third series sweep of the season. So I'll gladly take that. And so now, guys, it's my pleasure. I mean, first, before I get into my Met Extra show, I'm gonna read the box score for you guys. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Just taking care of something real quick. I'm going to be on for about 30 more minutes doing my show. Alright, guys. So let me read you guys the box score of today's game. Alright. Here is the box score. Mets scored 13 runs on 18 hits, no errors. The Guardians scored 6 runs on 10 hits and no errors. McLean gets the win. Foster Griffin gets the loss in his Guardians debut. Nate Lavender came in with 1 inning pitched, no runs, 2 strikeouts. Kodai Senga came in 1 inning pitched, 2 strikeouts, no runs. Xavier Curry struggled a little bit, but that's fine. He got the he came in to get the final 2 to do the final 2 innings of work today. He allowed 2 hits on 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. So that would do it for the Mets pitching line. For the Cleveland Guardians today, Foster Griffin got the loss. He is now 12-4. He went only 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, struck out 6, allowed 2 home runs. Matt Festa then came in, pitched 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Colin Holderman then followed with that 1 inning of work, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, nothing else. And then Yoho came in, the newly acquired Guardian from the Brewers, came in 1 inning of work, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and gave up 1 home run. And then Slade Ciccone came in. This is when it kind of got ugly for the Guardians. He gave up three hits on 4 runs, 4 runs on 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Austin Hedges, he was the best pitcher of the day for the Guardians, their catcher. He was by far their best pitcher. He allowed no runs, no hits, no walks, and struck out 1. So, there it is, guys. The Mets win by a final score of 13-6. And now, just like you guys have all been waiting for, here is my debut of my Met Extra show. This is a new weekly show I will have every week, talking about the Mets, their series against whoever they're playing. I'll talk about the prospects. I'll talk about the future of the team. You know, what has gone wrong this season from David Stearns' aspect. Carlos Mendoza. I'll get into all that stuff. But I'll just like to start this show by recapping this series against the Guardians, who were a pretty good team coming into this series. Not necessarily now, especially after today's game, or this series, if you shall call it. But let's start by recapping Tuesday's game. So Tuesday, the Mets won by a final score of 6-2. So the star of that game, I think, in my opinion, was Luis Torrens. Luis Torrens went 3 for 3. He had a run scored. He had one home run. He had 4 RBIs in that game, leading the Mets to a 6-2 win. Sean Mania pitched a great game on Tuesday night. He went 6 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 7 hits, but he did walk 5. But at the same time, he also struck out 7. So Mania did a good job of balancing out his stat line there, striking out 7 guys and getting the win in a 6-2 win. Daniel Duarte came in. He pitched a solid .2 innings. Gave up no runs, no hits. He had 1 walk, but other than that, he was fine. Nate Lavender pitched 1.1 innings of work. He had his first career MLB strikeout, so congrats to Nate Lavender on that. He gave up no hits, no runs. He gave up 1 walk and struck out 1. And then Kodai Senga, he actually got the 9th inning in that game on Tuesday night. He got the 9th inning. He pitched that inning. He allowed no hits, no runs. He walked 1 batter, but he got the win in that game. Well, he didn't get the win, but he got the chance to close it out, which he did. So he did a great job of that. And so from that aspect, the Mets won 6-2 on Tuesday night. Stars of the game were Terens, and I would say Sean Mania as well. So that was Tuesday's game. Now Wednesday's game. The Mets won by a final score of 6-5 last night. This was a roller coaster of a game. The Mets got off to a 3-0 lead. The Guardians got 1 back. Or no, they got off to a 4-0 lead actually. And then the Guardians came back. They took the lead 5-4. And then a wild 9th inning. The Mets, they worked Cade Smith in the 9th inning, one of the best closers in the game. They worked him as hard as possible. They got to him in the 9th. They worked some great at bats. They really made him work hard to get the outs. But Marcus Semien, credit to him, credit to Jorge Polanco as well. Last night, Brett Beatty, Jorge Polanco had back-to-back home runs, and also Jared Young had an RBI double as well. I believe someone else also hit a home run in that game too. Oh yes, Bo Bichette. Well, he hit a home run on Tuesday night. Bo Bichette did hit. He had a hit last night as well. But yeah, I mean, credit to the team for fighting in that 9th inning. They were down 5-4. They were down to their final strike, and Marcus Semien worked to walk, and then Polanco followed that with a double, and then AJ Ewing had an infield hit to tie the game in the 9th inning. After that, they did not score until the 10th inning. Shout out to Chase McDermott. Last night, the new Mets pitcher who was acquired from the Dodgers in the Ben Rortvedt trade. Chase McDermott came in, 2 innings of work, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, nothing else. Shout out to Daniel Duarte. This guy has been a menace out of the bullpen as well for the Mets. Daniel Duarte has been great. I love what I'm seeing from Duarte so far out of that bullpen. Last night he got the save in the 10th inning. He went 1 inning of no run ball with only 1 walk, and other than that, he did a great job of getting out of it. So the Mets won that game last night 6-5. Christian Scott. He went 6 innings of work last night, gave up 6 hits on 3 runs, 2 walks, and struck out 7. Great job by Christian Scott last night. Yes, he had some struggles, he had some command issues, but at the same time, he was able to work through it. He was able to get out of some jams that he was fighting through, and he gave the Mets a chance to win, and they won because of that. Not taking anything away from the Guardians, but the Mets were just a better team in this series overall. Shout out, I gotta call this guy out. Jeffrey Yan. I'm not sure if you guys know him. He was a former AAA pitcher with the Rockies. He was on the guard. I think he was on some other team as well. I don't think he was on the Guardians, but I think he was on the Rockies. The Mets signed him to a minor league deal in the offseason. And then they called him up as soon as, all the guys got traded. As soon as Weaver, Brazoban, Minter, all those guys got traded, really. They called up Jeffrey Yan and to make his first major league debut, his first major league appearance. He went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, but struck out 2. And this is very interesting. Jeffrey Yan, whenever he strikes a guy out, he has a signature dance move that he has whenever he strikes a guy out. he jumps up in the air and then he acts like Spider-Man. He jumps up and down, and once he lands on the grass, he does like a little point move, a little point to home plate, to the batter's box, and it's very fun to watch Jeffrey Yon pitch because, I mean, whenever he strikes somebody out, it's like a party. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get from him in terms of dance moves. But shout out to Jeffrey Yon coming in last night, not allowing any runs. Daniel Nunez last night also. He made his not his major league debut, but he made his season debut last night. He came back from Tommy John surgery last night. He came in, he pitched 1 inning. He gave up 3 hits. Yeah, he gave up a run, but at the same time, he struck out 2 batters. He looked good. His slider looked great. He had a great slider going last night. I like what Daniel Nunez brings to the bullpen. I think he'll be a nice arm out of that bullpen for the rest of this season. And yeah, that's pretty much the star performances from last night. And then obviously today, the game I just called today, the Mets won 13-5, earning a sweep. 13-6 actually, 13-6. Noel McLean, he battled today. He did have some command issues. He gave up some hits. He gave up 5 runs. It got a little dicey for him in the 5th inning when he gave up that home run to Nathaniel Lowe. But as soon as he got out of that inning, then it was fine. He got through a good 5 innings of work today. Yeah, he gave up 8 hits. I mean, it is what it is. But you're not going to get a perfect outing from McLean every time. So I'm glad McLean was able to fight his way through troubles today. He did strike out 8 batters. So his season ERA is now 3.51. Nate Lavender came in, one inning of work, struck out 2. Shout out Nate Lavender. Kodai Senga out of the bullpen, guys. I mean, I think Kodai Senga is going to be a weapon out of this bullpen for now. For now, especially. I mean, at least for now until he proves otherwise. But right now, I think Kodai Senga has been good out of the bullpen. Xavier Curry, I mean, I know today he didn't look that good today, but still, he's another weapon we have out of that bullpen. He could be like a long man type of guy, a guy that can go 4 or 5 innings, save some work, save some other bullpen arms that we can really use for other games and not wear them out. But yeah, offensively today it was a juggernaut offensively today from this team. Simeon Terrence started it off in the 2nd inning with home runs. And then after that, it was just like a trend that just kept on going the rest of the game. The Mets just kept fighting off pitches. They kept working the pitchers. They kept, grinding at bats. They got singles, they got doubles, they got hits all parts of the field. Shout out to Francisco Lindor today. He hit a home run. 3-run shot that put the Mets up 9-5, which was a big inning. That was huge right there. If the Mets did not get that home run by Lindor, I think they would have been in trouble. But luckily for them, they got the home run. They went up 9-5. And then in the 8th inning, you saw Tim Herron come in. Slade Ciccone and Tim Herron combined, they gave up 3 walks. They gave up 4 earned runs, 4 hits combined. The Mets were able to work them. They were able to go the other way. They were able to, do the little things in order to score runs. They were patient up there. They weren't chasing out of the zone. They waited for the right pitch to hit, and that's what they did, and that results in success. And you saw that today from the whole offense. From Lindor all the way to A.J. Ewing today, the offense was just clicking on all cylinders. Shout out Marcus Semien, who was the player of the game, I think, today, 3 for 4. He hit a home run, a double, and a single, everything besides a triple. So shout out to Marcus Semien for that. I know I've been on him a lot this year. He's been having a pretty bad year at the plate, but at the same time, I appreciate what he's given to this team. His veteran leadership, I appreciate that. As much as I do miss Brandon Nimmo, I do appreciate Marcus Semien and the work that he's done so far for this team. We'll see how he continues to progress, but yeah, guys, that's your series recap. Mets, they swept the Guardians. Standings update: they are 50-66. They won 3 straight games. They're still 6 games out of 4th place, but they are only. I mean, they're still 20 games out of 1st. But the wild card right now, they're 11.5 games back. I know it's still pretty a far away train from them to come back, but into like top 3 or 4 of the wild card. But still, you never know what could happen. This is a funny sport. You never know what could happen. Right now they're on a 3 game winning streak, so I'll take it. It's not about the future. It's about right now. Like Chef says, shout out to Chef. It's all about right now. It's all about the present moment. So I'm taking it day by day. You never know what could happen. You don't know what could happen tomorrow. You don't know what could happen next week. You don't know what could happen next month. So I'm taking it day by day, one day at a time with this team, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, this weekend they go to Pittsburgh to play the Pirates. That'll be a fun series. Facing Luke Weaver out of their bullpen. Zach Thornton is going to start tomorrow night. A great pitcher that I really love. What I've seen so far from Zach Thornton. He's been a guy that's been an innings eater so far for this team. I really like his slider, his changeup, his fastball is pretty good. So I like all of his stuff. It's just the key for him is to stay consistent. The key for him is to just stay consistent and to stay reliable, especially when he's trouble. When he gets in trouble, he's got to get out of these situations where he cannot avoid. So I really love what I'm seeing from Zach Thornton so far. Noel McLean, this whole rotation, I really love to see what's going on with Christian Scott. I know Clay Holmes just got traded. I mean, we'll get to all that. I'll get to the trade deadline and stuff, but right now I really like where this rotation is at right now. Sean Mania is pitching better. He's lowered his ERA. His ERA, like, I think he's really lowered his ERA a lot ever since the trade deadline, or ever since the All-Star break. So shout out to Sean Mania for that. Hopefully he keeps pitching well for this team. Let's see what happens. Let's see what continues to transpire in the next coming days and next week or so, the next couple weeks. I really like where this team is at, especially in the future wise, the prospects that we got back for all these guys. Here's where I start to hit on the trade deadline. So the trade deadline, obviously, was a big fire sale. Obviously, Luke Weaver's gone, Huascar Brazaban's gone, Minter, Rayleigh, Tyrone Taylor, Clay Holmes are all gone. I'm going to miss all of them. Those guys did good work for the Mets out of the bullpen, and Tyrone Taylor was a great hitter for us. Came up through in clutch moments when we needed a home run. I'll never forget the at-bat in 2024 in Atlanta when the Mets were down 3-0. The game that they came back to win to go to the playoffs that year. They were down 3-0 in the top of the 8th. Tyrone was facing Spencer Schwellenbach. He worked a 11-pitch at-bat and then got a double out of it. So, hey, Tyrone Taylor, shout out to you. You will always be a legend in my heart. Best of luck with the Cubs. Hope you go on a big run with them, as well as Clay Holmes. But yeah, I'm gonna miss those guys. Clay Holmes, shout out to you as well. The one game I'll never forget with Clay Holmes is the game that he pitched last year in Miami. He went 6 innings he gave up no runs through 6 innings against the Marlins, a game the Mets had to win, and they won that game. Unfortunately, the next day they weren't able to win, but that's okay. Clay Holmes will be remembered for that start because he was able to keep the Mets alive in the postseason race that Saturday before the season was over. So shout out to Clay Holmes. Best of luck in Chicago as well. And I hope you go on a run. I really like what the Cubs are doing right now. I hope they go on a run. I want to see Tyrone and Clay Holmes succeed there. But yeah, that's all I got on them. On AJ Minter, a guy that was injured last year, a guy that was struggling a little bit out of the gates this year, but then found his footing a little bit. I really liked what AJ Minter had to offer. He is a free agent after this year, so maybe the Mets could re-sign him after this year. We'll never know. We'll see. But best of luck in Minnesota to AJ Minter. Brooks Raley, a guy the Mets always relied on, that one lefty spark plug out of the bullpen. A guy that, is very, very reliable. He really found his home in Queens, 4 years of being on the Mets since 2022. A guy that throws strikes, gets outs. He knows how to get hitters out in a timely fashion. I love Brooks Raley for multiple reasons, but yeah, I'm gonna miss Brooks, especially now Now that he's on the Phillies, I'm not too happy about that. You know, thanks to David Stearns, but I'm gonna miss Brooks, definitely. Also, I'm gonna miss Luke Weaver, even though he was only on the team for half a season. He had like a 29 scoreless inning streak or something like that, something big like that. You know, shout out to Luke Weaver. Best of luck in Pittsburgh, except for when we play you this weekend. Hopefully, you don't do well against us, but other than that, I hope you kill it out there. Keep throwing that changeup. I love what Luke Weaver has to offer. His changeup was a very good pitch that he pitched for the Mets this year. Also, his fastball, his four seam fastball was very good as well. Yeah, I'm gonna miss those guys, but it's time to move on. Now let me get to some prospect talk. Some prospects I'm really high on. Obviously the guys that we got back for Freddie Peralta. I'm not gonna miss 5 inning Freddie. Yeah, I forgot to mention Freddie Peralta, but I'm not really gonna miss him that much. He can go be 5 inning Freddie in Tampa Bay. I don't care. But I really like Emilian Petrie, the second baseman we got back for Freddie Peralta. A guy that's in Double A Binghamton right now. Last night I saw he had 2 hits. He went 2 for 4 last night with 2 singles, I think. So great stuff so far by Emilian Petrie. You know, he'll be able to work his way up through the system. Gary Gilhill, the pitcher that we also got back from the Rays for Freddie Peralta. You know, I really think that he has a chance to be a guy that can develop into a 3-pitch, 4-pitch kind of pitcher. A guy that the Mets can use maybe next year or in 2028. We'll see how he develops. But yeah, you know, I'm really high on Gary Gilhill. Aiden Smith, the prospect the Mets also got back for Peralta. I'm really high on him as well. He's a center fielder. He's an outfielder. Hey, I mean, we have AJ Ewing in center field, but you never know. Maybe the Mets can move. Maybe they can move Smith to maybe to right field, maybe left to right field. No, Ben's just playing right field, but maybe they can move him to left field for 2028. Maybe even next year or 2028. We'll see how he develops. We'll see how quick he runs through the system. But right now he's in Single A. Single A St. Lucie right now is Aiden Smith. But yes, definitely looking forward to how those prospects develop. You know, it's only a matter of time until they get called up, and really looking forward to seeing how they perform with this team. Some other guys, you know, guys that we got back for. I think it was. No, it wasn't the Brooks Really trade. It was the. Luke Weaver trade. That's right. The Luke Weaver trade. We got back Sammy Stafora. Sammy Stafora, he was actually born in Long Island. You know, he was a diehard Mets fan growing up. He's a shortstop. You know, I don't know what the future is going to hold with Lindor and all of that, but I think Sammy Stafora has a really good chance of being the Mets starting shortstop next year. I really do. I really think he has a big chance of being the Mets starting shortstop next year, especially with all the rumors surrounding Lindor right now, with the trade on the table, and you know, we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, I don't know how I would feel about Lindor leaving in the offseason, but you know, we'll see what happens with that. If they give Sammy Stafora a shot next year, maybe if they keep Lindor, they can have Stafora as a backup. You know, if Lindor gets injured, right? If Lindor gets injured, or if he gets, you know, if he gets traded maybe next year at some point or in the offseason, then they'll definitely give Stafora a chance if they don't sign someone else right away. But yeah, I'm really high on Sammy Stafora right now. Right now he's in Double A. And then yeah, also, you know, Jefferson Rojas, the other prospect we got back in the Clay Holmes and Tyrone Taylor trade. Jefferson Rojas, I'm really high on him. He is a second baseman. Last night, I believe he had his first hit last night in the Mets system in Double A. He had a single last night. So congrats to Jefferson Rojas. You know, I really think he has the chance to be the Mets starting second baseman next year. I really do. You know, especially with Marcus Semien being on a 3-year contract. He's got two more years after this year. But I do think that Jefferson Rojas could take the place of Simeon for next year. I really think that if he continues to develop and skyrocket through Double A and then Triple A, I think he's got a big chance to make the team next year, considering how many scouts are high on Jefferson Rojas. So that's what I think of him. Yeah, I mean, I really think the future is very bright for this organization. Some other prospects I'm high on. Mitch Voigt right now in Triple A, he's killing it. A guy that the Mets drafted from Michigan in 2024. Or no, last year. Excuse me, last year, 2025, they drafted Mitch Voigt. I'm really high on him. Right now, he's raking in AAA. He just got called up to AAA. I believe there's a chance that Mitch Voigt could be called up before the end of this season. He could be the the September call up that the Mets do, that the Mets give this season. They might give him a chance, but we'll see what happens with that. I am really high on him though. I love Mitch Voigt. He'll be able to impact this team right away next year, considering he starts off the team on opening day if he's on the roster. But yeah, another guy I'm really high on is Jonathan Santucci, a left-handed pitcher in the Mets farm system. Right now, he is in Double A. I believe he's still in Double A. Yep, he has I think a 1.9 ERA in Double A. I love what Jonathan Santucci will bring to this team. I believe he has a chance to maybe be in the rotation next year if they give him a chance. If they don't sign any other pitcher on the market, I believe Jonathan Santucci could be on this team next year in the rotation. I really do. Right now, obviously, you're seeing it with Nate Lavender. I love Nate Lavender. I mean, thank God they gave him a chance. Jeffrey Yan, of course, that strikeout dance. Yes, Evan, the Mets won 13-6. Yep, they won. They swept the Guardians. Yep. So yeah. Also, I mean, I'm also high on the other prospect the Mets got back in the Minter trade. What's his name? Sorry, guys. I forgot his name. Let me look up the guy they got back in the Minter trade. Minter trade, Mets return. They got two guys. They got two guys back for Minter. Yeah. Yep. All right. That's right. Yep. Billy Amick and Bruin Agbayani. So, fun fact: Bruin Agbayani is the son of Benny Agbayani, the former Mets player. He is the son of Benny, and Bruin is now in the Mets organization. I believe he's in Single A right now. Billy Amick. I think Billy Amick has a chance to also be a skyrocket guy throughout the farm system. I really do. I think he has a chance to I don't know about being on the team next year, but I think he has a chance to make it to the big leagues in 2028 if everything goes right for him and he continues to develop well and he continues to get the support that he needs throughout all of the coaches and managers in the minor league system. But yeah, I mean, I'm really high on these guys. As you guys can tell, shout out to Joe DeMayo, who reports on the Mets farm system almost every day. Shout out to him. I learned a lot from him, with the prospects and all that. Of course, Elian Pena. I mean, we got to talk about him real quick. Elian Pena, he had an up and down season. He's still 18 years old, but I'm really high in Elian Pena and what he can bring to this Mets team when he eventually gets called up. Right now, he is in Single A, St. Lucie. I'm really excited to see what he can bring to this team, and maybe not next year, maybe in 2028 or 2029, but the future is definitely bright for this team. Like I said, I'm really, really high on these prospects. I'm high on these guys, and it's going to be critical to see who the Mets hire as manager for next year. I think there's a chance that Carlos Beltran could be the manager. I think they'll give Alex Cora a chance, obviously. Maybe even Albert Pujols. We'll see what happens with that. But I did hear a report that said that Carlos Beltran would like to manage the Mets next year, and obviously there are going to be ups and downs with that. Him not having any experience with the big league level would be a negative thing, but him getting accustomed to the guys very quickly, him being a former Met, he played in this organization, so he knows what it takes to win Obviously, as a player, he did that. He won a lot of games for this team. But as a manager, it's different. It's going to be different. If he gets hired, it's going to be different for him. You know, he'll probably have the confidence to do well, but it's going to be a learning curve for sure. It's going to be a learning curve for Carlos Beltran and whoever else the Mets hire for next year. I don't know what's going to happen to Kai Correa. Right now, he's our bench coach. I don't know what's going to happen to Tim Leiper, third base coach. Gilbert Gomez, the first base coach. You know, I'm sure those guys will both be back next year, but we will see what happens with all of that stuff. Andy Green is going to go back into the front office after this year. After he's done playing interim manager, he's going to go back into the front office and be a scouting / player development guy in the system for the Mets. So, but no, I like what Andy Green is bringing to this team so far. He's a no nonsense guy. You know, he talks like a politician, but you know, he says the facts, he says true things, and I like the type of energy that he's bringing for this team right now. I really do. I really like where this team is headed. I think they're headed in the right direction. You saw some of the young guys that came up for this series after the trade deadline. We will continue to see it as they go to Pittsburgh now to face the Pirates for 3, and then they go to Atlanta for 3. They go to play the Braves at Truist Park for 3 games there, and then they come back home again. So we'll see what happens. Taking it one day at a time. You know, playoffs are far away from right now. They're still 11.5 games out of a wild card spot. But, you know, they do have a chance to make some noise. I believe they do have a chance to make some noise, especially if the Nationals keep losing. Get out of last place, go in 4th, and at least you wouldn't be in last place. But we'll see what happens. But, guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. Appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to World Sports Mania Entertainment and NY Yankee Mania and Evan and Chef Nick. Tonight we'll have the call of the Yankees, not the Yankees, the White Sox against the Red Sox tonight on Mania at 7:10 p.m. Check them out. It's going to be a big game, obviously, for them. Should be a fun one. You know, Evan and Chef Nick always do a great job with the play-by-play, so make sure to tune in there. We have a special guest coming on the show tomorrow. We have a special guest on Monday coming on. That is Louis Soho coming on Monday. Make sure to check that out as Joe will be interviewing Louis. Monday at 4 p.m. on Mania. So check that out. Shout out to Nathan and his guests. All the guests that he brings on here. All of the high talented former players, all of the you know, the former athletes, the current athletes, you know, the guys that do a great job behind the scenes. You know, shout out to Nathan. Thank you, Charles, Evan, for being here. George as well. Victor, Sean, Chef, of course. Jake, who stopped by for a bit. Shout out to everyone today. Appreciate all of you guys. Again, the Mets win by a final score of 13-6. Make sure to like and subscribe. Keep pressing the like button. 25 likes and subscribe is the goal. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.